Christian School, 48-19. That was back in October, so it's been a while for Coach Allen Hill and the Lady Colonels since they've put a win in the W column. Again, they're looking for win number 2 here tonight. And 9-22 a season ago for Indianola Academy Coach Allen Hill in his second year with this girls team. He's got a young group as Selden Van Cleve joins me now. Coach Hill knew when he took over this girls team, Selden, it was going to be a learning experience. He's got some young girls. He's got some young talent. It's just a matter of making it all come together at the right time.
Yeah, he's been thrown a tough task. You know, some of these girls have been forced into playing roles that didn't get a whole lot of playing time last year. We had a lot of good little crop of seniors last year, and some of these girls are starting for their first time. But the few games that I've seen them play so far, Watson, they show some fight, they show some improvement, and that's all you can ask for is this team to keep improving game after game.
Coach Tommy Nestor announcing the starting lineups here in the gym. We'll give you the starting lineups, and we'll start with the visitors from Greenville. The Lady Irish will go with the junior, number 1, Carson Mansour, a sophomore, number 3, Cecilia Azar, a senior, number 10, Nika Bennett, a junior, number 13, Mackenzie Standifer, and a junior, number 21, Jasmine Evans. For Coach Allen Hill and the Lady Colonels, he will go with a junior guard, number 5, Sydney Holmes. She's averaging 1.6 points per game. A sophomore guard, number 14, Anna Barry Stevens. She's really the catalyst of this Lady Colonel basketball team. She's the leading scorer at 5 points per game. Again, Stevens, a sophomore who wears number 14. Another sophomore in the starting lineup is Mary Linton Davis, who wears number 15. She's averaging 2.4 points per game. Also in there down low is senior number 34, Emery Applegate, averaging 3 points per game. And rounding out the starting lineup, a forward, a junior number 10, Sarah Grace Maynor, who is averaging 2.2 points per game. Again, the Lady Colonels are in their home white uniforms with black letters, black numbers trimmed in blue. St. Joe in their road hunter greens with white letters and white numbers. We're just about set for the tip as Maynor and Evans will square off at the center circle. Lady Colonels will be moving right to left here in the first quarter. The Lady Irish left to right. Ball is up, and we are underway. Tip is controlled by the Lady Irish, and it'll be Carson Mansour working the point. Lady Colonels open up in a 2-3 zone defensively. Mansour dribbling out front. Stevens and Davis, the defenders, out front, pass inside, tip stolen away by Maynor. Lady Colonels will have it going the other way. A good start defensively there, Selden.
Yeah, great defense by Sarah Grace Maynor. She just stepped in the passing lane that time and got the turnover there for the Colonels.
Barry swings it right, or Stevens rather, swings it right side to Davis, has it in the right wing. Now inside to Maynor they go. She spins, rattles in and out, no good. Rebound, tipped around and secured by Stevens deep in the left wing. Still no score, 7:19 to go in the first quarter. And a steal by the Lady Irish, and the Lady Colonels get a tip, steal it right back. Stevens got a hand on it. Davis comes away with a loose ball. Davis swings it in the left wing to Stevens. She launches a 3, too hard, and the rebound pulled down by Evans of the Lady Irish, and we've got a whistle down low.
Yeah, Barry just put that three-pointer up, and she's been the most successful three-point shooter for the Lady Colonels so far this year. She may have been just inside the line then, but it was more of a line drive shot. Now, you get a little arc on that ball. Inbound comes to the Lady Irish. Mansour in trouble at the center line. Gets it away to Evans. Now down the floor to Azar, and we've got a whistle and a foul going to be charged on the Lady Colonels. Yeah, they're going to get Sydney Holmes there. She hacked her on the arms a little bit out front near the top of the key. Trying to play good defense. You know, I'm okay with that. You want to see good hustle, good defense, because that's what this Lady Colonel team is going to need to do is create some turnovers and some fast-paced, fast break baskets. The first on Holmes, first on the Lady Colonels. Inbound comes to St. Joe. No score with 6:44 to go in the first quarter here from Indianola. Mansour dribbling out front. Tries to pass inside. It's tipped. Saved by Mansour. Now right side to Azar. Get back out front. Mansour was tipped momentarily. Back to Azar. Thought about driving inside. Was cut off. Top of the key to Mansour. Those two playing hot potato right now with the basketball. Back to Azar, looking for the pass inside. It's tipped by Applegate, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Irish. Applegate, the pass was overthrown just a little bit. Applegate, instead of going up and catching it, she's tipping that ball away. Knocked it out of bounds, but a good defense again there by the Colonels. Inbound from Azar to Bennett. She drives in the lane, loses the handle. It's on the floor.
And we've got a whistle and a tie. Possession arrow will favor the Lady Colonels. Good hustle there.
You know, one of the things, Watson, we're going to miss this year that we had such a luxury in last year was Abby Gilbert, her ability to handle the basketball. Looks like they're kind of going guard by committee. You're going with Davis some and Stevens some and Holmes some. Just got to get that ball up the floor when you're facing a team that's going to press you.
Lady Irish pressure the inbound. Indianola Academy gets it down the floor inside to Maynard. Back out to Stevens deep in the left wing. Looking for the cross-court pass. It's tipped. Saved there by Davis. Back across the floor to Stevens. Steps just inside the arc. Fires a jumper. Can't get it to go. The rebound tipped out. Last touch by Evans. It'll be Lady Colonel basketball.
Yeah, the adrenaline's slowing a little bit on Annabelle Stevens. That's 2 3-point attempts she's put up. Again, she was just inside the line there, and that was overshot just a little bit too. Settle down in her groove, and she's going to be fine here.
Inbound comes to Maynard. Down to Holmes in the right wing. Back to Davis. Puts the foot inside the line. Tries the jumper. Can't get it to go, and the rebound is lost out of bounds. They say last touch by the Lady Irish. It'll belong to IA. Still no score with 5:36 to play in the first quarter. Holmes gets it into Davis. Puts it up off the glass and in, and the Lady Colonels have a 2-0 lead.
Well, somebody just lost Mary Lynn Davis there on the inbound pass. She was wide open in that lane down low and inbounded it right to her. Could have been her or Emery Grace Applegate there. Both of them were wide open in the lane. The Cardinals take the early 2-0 lead.
Inbound comes to Mansour. Nice defense there by Stevens. Forces the turnover. Mansour lost it on the sideline. It'll be Lady Colonel basketball.
She was in no man's land right there in front of her bench. She had the out-of-bounds line keeping her from going anywhere, and Lady Colonel did a good job collapsing in on her there.
Don't forget, you can watch the live video stream of tonight's action. Go to iacolonelsports.org. Click on the live video stream link and catch the action there as well as Davis misfires on a jumper. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Irish, and it'll be Bennett working down the floor for St. Joe. Swings it right side to Mansour. Quick three on the way. It's too hard. And Azar lost it on the end line. It'll be Lady Colonel basketball.
Also, I believe last year, of course, the Lady Colonel struggled in conference play, but St. Joe was one of 2 of the games they won last year, I believe, with the 2 conference wins they had.
I beg your pardon. Azar did not lose it. There was a youngster down there on the floor. Referee stopped play. Lady Irish will get the inbound. Now a whistle and a foul on the jumper. St. Joe will go to the line to shoot 2. Let's see who they put the foul on.
It's going to go on Sarah Grace Maynard. Sarah Grace got her on the shot. Now, St. Joe will go to the line here with 2 shots. Here with 5:02 to go in the first period. Lady Cardinals up 2-0 over the St. Joe Lady Irish.
Nika Bennett at the line to shoot 2, and her first is up and good. That gets the Lady Irish on the board. Cuts the Lady Colonel lead in half. Got a substitution. Olivia D'Angelo going to check in for the Lady Irish. Azar will check out. As Selden mentioned, that foul put on Sarah Grace Maynard, her first, team second. Now we've got perhaps a piece of ice, something out on the floor. Referee stops play. With Bennett at the line, made her first free throw. She has 1 more shot coming. 5:02 to go first quarter. Lady Colonels 2, Lady Irish 1. Bennett with a chance to tie it at the charity stripe. Her second attempt is short. Davis has the rebound.
The ball never hit the rim, so they're going to give the turnover to the Cardinals there.
Davis will inbound from the baseline, get it into Stevens, and Lady Colonels work down the floor. Stevens met out front. It's like a 2-1-2 zone defensively for the Lady Irish here. As Stevens works inside the Maynard, spins, puts it on the floor, loses the handle, and it's stolen away by St. Joe. That's Bennett who comes away with the steal. Picked up in the front court by Davis. And Bennett now in trouble, going to get it away to Mansour right side. Tries to penetrate, drives baseline, whistle and a foul. They're going to get Sydney Holmes with her second foul, team third.
Well, they called a blocking foul that time on Sydney Holmes. She came in, was moving just a little bit as St. Joe young lady was trying to drive down low. I believe that's Holmes' second foul.
D'Angelo with the inbound. Goes to Mansour out front. Yes, you're right. That is the second on Holmes. Third on the Lady Colonels. Mansour guarded by a double team out front. Tries to go inside to Mackenzie Sandifer, and it's lost out of bounds. They say last touch by Indianola Academy. It'll stay with St. Joe. Substitution for Coach Allen Hill. Hannah Morgan Strickland will check into the game, a senior who wears number 24.
Unfortunate break there.
Out.
Unfortunate break there for the Lady Cardinals. The girl fell to the floor, and Sarah Grace Maynard just kind of knocked it out of bounds.
Lady Irish misfire on a jumper, but they get the long rebound in the corner. That's Sandifer who ran it down. 2-1, Indianola Academy leading St. Joe. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Bennett, pull-up jumper left side, about a 10-footer. Can't get it to go. Strickland came down with the rebound. They're going to call a tie-up, though, as Evans got a hand on it. Possession arrow will give it to the Lady Irish.
Yeah, I
So
saw
got to
that.
be a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I saw that same tie-up down on the other end. It was not called, so
Now Stevens loses the handle out of bounds. It'll be St. Joe basketball.
yeah, Berry just kind of lost the handle there. And again, that guard play, you got to be able to handle that basketball.
Mansour gets it away to Bennett out front. To D'Angelo inside to Sandifer. Fires a jumper. It was tipped, I believe, by Applegate. And Strickland comes down with the loose ball. We've got a whistle and a foul. Going to be charged against the Lady Irish. That'll go on Jasmine Evans, her first, team first.
It was a nice block by Emory Grace Applegate, and Strickland recovers it. Cardinals get the turnover and go the other way after the foul.
Stevens looking inside for Maynard. She spins on the low block, puts it up high off the glass. No good. Rebound pulled down by D'Angelo. And a whistle, and we have a foul on the other end, or lost out of bounds.
It's out of bounds.
The Lady Irish basketball, 3:19 to play first quarter. Indianola Academy 2, St. Joe 1. Now a turnover, a tip, and Maynard comes away with it for the Lady Colonels. Clears it away to Stevens out front in the left wing to Davis. She's going to fire a long two and got it.
Nice two-point basket flip just inside the line for Mary Linton Davis. Cardinals take the 4-1 lead here, just inside of 3 minutes to go in the first period. And
All
steal.
4 points coming from Mary Linton Davis, and as Selden mentioned, a steal by Stevens. She pulls up right side jumper just inside the arc and got it as well. First bucket of the night for Anna Berry Stevens, a 5-point lead for Indianola Academy, 6-1 as Mansour drives right lane, puts it up over Applegate, can't get it to go. Loose ball secured by the Lady Irish. D'Angelo comes away with it and gets a nice roll from the left elbow. That gets the Lady Irish, or allows them rather, to cut the Lady Colonel lead in half. 6-3, 2:20 to go first quarter. Applegate from the left elbow goes across right side to Strickland. Her jumper is good, and the Lady Colonels continue the hot shooting here late in the first quarter.
Yeah, Adam Morgan had a nice little jump shot there, just outside the free throw line area.
Bennett driving in for the runner. She's fouled there by Applegate. That's the first on Applegate, 4th team foul on Indianola Academy. We'll put Nika Bennett back at the free throw line to shoot two. 8-3, a 5-point lead for the Lady Colonels with 2:05 to go in the first quarter. We'll have Colonel basketball coming up for you immediately following this one. The IA Colonels, defending state AAA champions, will be in action against the Fighting Irish of St. Joe as Bennett misfires on the first free throw. We've got a couple of substitutions. The 33 going to check in for St. Joe. That is Alexis Richardson. Get the other for you here momentarily. Bennett makes the second free throw, first point of the night. I beg your pardon, second point of the night for Nika Bennett. 8-4, Lady Colonels lead it by 4. Davis cut off left side, throws it in the corner to Stevens. Now in the lane to Maynard. She fires a jumper and gets it to fall.
Well, you got 4 different Cardinals now. They're passing the ball around very good. There's 4 different Cardinals in the scorebook for you so far with Maynard making
Steal
a
by
shot.
Maynard. Loose ball on the floor. Maynard fighting for it along with Sandifer, still loose and finally secured by the Lady Irish. Bennett has it out front to D'Angelo in the right wing. 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. Davis gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Joe.
Nobody really wanted that last possession there. No, so that about 6 or 7 different ladies touched that basketball and finally corralled up by St. Joe. They'll inbound it here on the near end to us. In the corner.
Fowler, Harden, and Chakori Holmes are in the game for St. Joe. As the inbound tip out of bounds, touched by Stevens.
Really impressed with the Lady Cardinals so far. They're anticipating some of these passes. They're getting in the passing lanes. You've seen a lot of tip balls. Balls are tipped. They're going out of bounds, but it's good hustle so far.
Absolutely.
By these Lady Cardinals playing defense.
Inbound from Richardson. She's guarded closely there by Strickland. Nice at the beginning of the inbound pass. Lady Cardinals get a tip. St. Joe keeps the basketball. That is Holmes who tries to drive inside. It's stolen away by Stevens. Stevens running down the floor, dumps it off to Strickland. Layup rolls off, no good. For the Lady Colonels missed a golden opportunity there. Whistle and a tie up under the basket. It'll stay with Indianola Academy.
Yeah, Hannah Morgan had a wide-open shot. She just rushed it just a little bit. Watson had a wide-open layup. Colonels still have the 10-4 lead.
Inbound comes to Maynard down low. Out to Strickland. 12-foot jumper good for Hannah Morgan Strickland. 4 points for the senior, and the Lady Colonels extend the lead to 8, 12-4, under 1 minute to play now in the opening quarter. And a tip on the other end goes out of bounds. Last touch by Davis. Stay with the Lady Irish. Colonels in a full court press.
Hey, Marilyn Davis is playing some very good defense. She's right up in that ball handler space. She's created a lot of turnovers.
Bennett tries to drive inside. We've got a whistle and a foul going to be charged to Applegate, I believe. That will be her second. Team fifth. Mansour going to check back into the game for St. Joe. Bennett will check out. Call the foul on the floor. Lady Irish will have the inbound from the baseline. Richardson to trigger it in. Comes into Holmes, looks for the pass. It's stolen by Stevens. Racing down the floor, one-on-one with Mansour. Hangs for the layup, rolls off, no good. Maynard hustling down, had the rebound momentarily, but lost it. It's a last touched by the Lady Irish. It goes out of bounds. It'll be IA basketball from the end line.
Well, again, another good job at anticipating that passing lane. Atterbury really knocked it away from the passer and tipped it to herself. Sydney Landrum in the game for Indianola Academy, a junior who wears number 40, checks in for Applegate. Now the Lady Irish with a steal, but Stevens gets it right back, pulls up, 12-foot jumper left side, short. And the rebound being fought for. It's on the floor. And they say that it was dribbled off the baseline by Chakori Holmes. It'll be Lady Colonel basketball with 21 seconds to play in the first quarter. IA 12, St. Joe 4. Nice pass inside from Stevens to Maynard, and she gets the roll in the finish. Well, lazy defense by St. Joe that time. Good job of Atterbury recognizing an open Maynard down the lane. Just shot it right down the middle to her for an open layup to stretch the lead 14-4. Now a foul on this end of the floor. They're going to get Davis with her first, team sixth. Fouls starting to mount here late in the first period. Inbound comes to Mansour with 5 seconds to play. Out to Richardson. She doesn't see the clock. St. Joe not going to get a shot off. Wow. Well, when you're down 10 and you need a shot, Lady Irish didn't execute right. Not very good clock recognition there watching. She just dribbling around and had no sense of urgency to get that shot off. Had no clue that the first period was fixing to end.
A 10-point lead for Indianola Academy, 14-4 after the first quarter of play. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Lady Colonel basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
You'll find big savings every day at your friendly, family home-owned Sunflower Food Store, Indianola. We'd like to invite you to come and discover our newly remodeled store. From our produce department to the meat department, our deli, our bakery, and our employees, you'll find that Sunflower Food Store is eager to help you with all of your grocery needs. When it's time for groceries, it's time for a trip to Sunflower Food Store, Highway 82, Indianola. Always working to improve your shopping experience. Come shop with us today.
David Smith Construction of Inverness is a proud Indianola Academy sponsor. At David Smith Construction, our reputation is building every day. And Coach Tommy Nestor and the Colonels have built a winning tradition that we are proud of. Whether it be commercial or residential, let us take care of your building needs. We've been building for satisfied customers since 1982, and we would love to add you to that list. David Smith Construction is located on Highway 49 in Inverness. Call David Smith today at 265-6060.
Welcome back. Second quarter underway, and a foul charge to Sydney Landrum of the Lady Colonels, her first, team seventh. Puts Sandifer at the line to shoot two, and Mackenzie Sandifer can't get the first to fall. 10-point lead for the Lady Colonels, 14-4. Again, just underway in the second quarter. Here from Indianola, Sandifer's second free throw too hard, and we've got a whistle and a foul on the rebound. They're going to get Lady Irish going over the back. They'll charge that to Sandifer, her first, team second.
Cardinals with 7 team fouls to St. Joe's 2 team fouls, so don't need the Lady Cardinals to get much more foul trouble.
Strickland fires a jumper deep right wing, can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Ashanti Brown, who was in the game for St. Joe, and she loses the handle. Stevens with the steal, going the other way, doesn't have numbers. She'll pass it away to Strickland, and her shot was blocked. They're going to call a foul against the Lady Irish. That'll go on number 33, Alexis Richardson, her first, team third. That'll put Strickland at the line to shoot 2.
That was a great job by Anna Berry getting that ball back up the floor. Really impressed with her speed up and down this floor tonight. She found a wide-open Strickland. She was hacked on the arm. She goes to the line for 2 and makes her first one.
So 5 points now for Hannah Morgan Strickland. She extends the lead 15-4. Second free throw on the way. It's good as well. She got them both. 6 points for Strickland. A 12-point lead for Indianola Academy, 16-4 with 7:25 to play in the second quarter. And Mansour whistled for the travel out front. A little bit ahead of herself there. Trying to rush things. Turnover will give it back to the Lady Colonels. Inbound comes to Stevens. For Indianola Academy, you've got Stevens, Davis, Strickland, Maynard, and Landrum on the floor. As Stevens pulls up, 14-foot jumper right baseline. Can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Irish. And for St. Joe, they've got Mansour, Brown, Evans, Sandifer, and Richardson on the floor.
Gosh.
They try the pass inside. We've got a whistle and a foul.
They're going to call Sherry Grace Maynard over the back there a little bit. She was out, kind of out of position a little bit. She was way out up on the top of the key just about and just went over the back, anticipated the pass there. That's her second foul as well. Now, Corsi Pitts will come in and give Sarah Grace a breather.
Pitts, a senior, wears number 25, averaging 1.9 points per game. Lady Irish in the bonus. 8th team foul. Jasmine Evans at the line for a 1-and-1. Her first is up and good. First point of the night for Jasmine Evans. 16-5. Lady Colonel still with a comfortable lead here. 6:57 to go in the second quarter. Evans puts her second on the way. It's too hard. And we've got a lane violation. On St. Joe, it'll be Lady Colonel basketball. Olivia D'Angelo going to return to the game for the Lady Irish. Richardson will check out. Strickland with the inbound to Stevens. Lady Colonels work down the floor. Stevens picked up out front, swings it in the right wing to Strickland. Back to Stevens in the corner, inside to Landrum. She spins, puts it up too hard. Pitts with the rebound and the putback, and one. She'll go to the line to shoot 1, count the bucket. Put the foul on 2, Olivia D'Angelo, her first, team 4th.
So she did a good job of getting that rebound there and just putting it right back up. She didn't hesitate. She went right back up, which is so important.
The free throw on the way from Pitts is short. Landrum has the rebound. We'll kick it out to Pitts in the left wing, out to Stevens. 6:38 to play second quarter, 18-5. Lady Colonels with the lead. Inside to Pitts. Turnaround jumper right baseline good for Corsi Pitts. 4 quick points for Pitts off the bench.
Showing the hot hand. She comes in and gets 4 points right off the bat.
15-point lead. Brown drives the lane this in. She goes inside, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. And charge that to Landrum, I believe.
She tried to drive the lane on Sydney Landrum, and I thought she had all ball there. She tacked her so hard, she knocked her to the ground. The referee called a foul on it. So Landrum picks up her first foul.
I didn't even notice that on Pitts. I'm not
sure
how. They charge it to Pitts, her first team night. Ashanti Brown's first free throw is up and good. First point of the night for Brown. Cuts the Lady Colonel lead to 14. Second free throw on the way. It's short, and Strickland comes away with a rebound. 20-6. Lady Colonel's in control here with 6:10 to play in the second quarter. And Davis's pass, she was looking for Stevens. Stevens never saw it coming. Went off the leg and out of bounds.
Mary Linton thought she was going to take a shot and decided last second to pass that off to Anna Berry. Just wasn't quite ready. Went off her leg, out of bounds. Ball goes to St. Joe.
Brown looks down the floor to Mansour, drives baseline, puts up a runner too hard, but she's fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2. This one will go against Sydney Landrum. That is her second. Team 10th, double bonus situation now for the Lady Irish for the remainder of the half.
The Landrum trying to go off and just cut that baseline off, and feet were still moving, stepped into her, so they called her with a blocking foul.
Carson Mansour at the line for St. Joe, puts her first up, and off the back iron, no good. Coming up at halftime of the boys' game, we're going to have a chance to visit with Colonel Athletic Director and head football coach Tommy Nestor, the IA Colonel football team, coming off a AAA state championship, as Mansour knocks down her second free throw, her first point of the night, makes it 20-7. But what a season it was for the Colonel football team. Again, we'll visit with Coach Tommy Nestor at the half of the boys' game as Forsey Pitts gets another short jumper to fall on the other end. She's got 6 points off the bench. Lady Colonels continue to roll here in the first half, and now a travel called on Ashanti Brown. It'll go back to Indianola Academy. Boy, if you're St. Joe, you've got at some point to be able to take advantage of the foul situation that you're in. And so far, the Lady Irish not able to do so. That's not the only thing the Lady Colonels have done wrong this first half is the fouls have mounted. Other than that, it's pretty clean play by the Lady Colonels. Now a foul on the other end.
And I got to get Landrum there. She was trying to follow her shot, missed her shot, kind of went in a little bit lazily, just kind of reaching over. They got to get her over the back, trying to get the rebound there. That's Landrum's third foul according to the scoreboard.
Yeah, her third, team 11th.
Coach Hill is going to send Robinson down to the scorer's table to check in.
Elizabeth Robinson, a sophomore, wears number 33. Ashanti Brown at the line to shoot 2. Her first free throw is up and good.
And just as soon as you said it, watching, they're going to have to take advantage of the fouls. You know, they still have to make that first free throw.
Robinson checks in now. 2 points for Brown. Second free throw on the way. This one's up and good as well. 3 points foul her again. Brown.
Yeah. She's got a pretty good shot. Let's don't foul her again.
All 3 points from Brown have come at the free throw line. 22-9. Lady Colonels with the lead. 5:18 to go in the second quarter with the basketball. They go inside the pitch. She's double teamed on the low block. Kick out front to Davis. Right side to Strickland. 14-footer on the way. No good. And the rebound pulled down by D'Angelo and the Lady Irish. Quickly down the floor, Mansour has it out front. Davis giving chase. They lob it to Evans at the free throw line. Back out to D'Angelo. The Lady Colonels have played suffocating defense here thus far. Now a tip by Stevens. Loose ball picked up by Brown. She tries to drive inside, and the Lady Colonel is going to be whistled for a foul. That will go against Forsey Pitts. Her second, team 12. That'll put Brown at the line to shoot 2.
Or she's going to get a reach-in foul. The St. Joe player got a rebound and shot it back up. Of course, he just kind of reached in and got her on the arm. Now Lily Travis will come in and replace Forsey Pitts. Travis seeing her first action of the night for the Lady Colonels.
A sophomore who wears number 13. 4 points for Ashanti Brown makes it 22-10. She'll have another opportunity. Second free throw on the way. This one good as well. Boy, you called it, partner. You said don't foul her, and that's who we put back at the line. 22-11. The Lady Irish have cut the lead in half. 4:39 to play second quarter. Coach Allen Hill wants the timeout. We'll take one as well. Back with Lady Colonel basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
Some call it Low Smoke Ahedas. Some can't even pronounce it, but everyone agrees that Low Smoke Ahedas has delicious, authentic Mexican food that makes your mouth water. Satisfied customers from all over the Mississippi Delta dine with Juan and his staff every chance they get, and you will too. Low Smoke Ahedas also has a party room that you can reserve for birthday parties, anniversaries, and just a good time. You won't feel crowded, and the atmosphere is that perfect setting for authentic Mexican food. That's Low Smoke Ahedas Mexican Restaurant, Highway 82 in Indianola.
It's the year's best cheer.
Give us an A.
High school seniors, give us your A's and you could win one of 10 $1,000 scholarships from Planters Bank. Bring each report card to any Planters location, and every A you bring means another entry in a scholarship drawing. No purchase necessary. Drawing May 1st, 2017. For details, visit planters-bank.com. Time to win. Time to
give us an A.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back. Lady Colonels with the basketball in a 22-11 lead over the St. Joe Lady Irish. 4:14 to go, second quarter, as Robinson has it underneath, and she's fouled as she goes up with a short jumper. Couldn't get it to fall, but she'll be at the line to shoot 2. Foul is put on number 13, Mackenzie Sandifer, her second, team 5th on the Lady Irish.
Look in there, Annabelle Stevens had a great pass down right down the lane, found an open to Elizabeth Robinson.
First free throw on the way goes off the left iron, no good. Lady Colonels have Robinson, Strickland, Davis, Stevens, and Travis in the game. 4 sophomores and a senior on the floor for the Lady Colonels. Robinson's second free throw is too hard. Rebound pulled down by Jasmine Evans. Outlet pass to Mansour. Lady Irish work down the floor. They go to Brown, tries to drive right baseline, goes for the up and under, can't get it to fall, but Evans is there for the tip in. She's got 3 points. That cuts the Lady Colonel lead to 9, 22-13. Now the crowd's starting to get into it a little bit. Stevens drives left baseline, pulls up, short jumper, and got the rattle home.
Well, nice drive and shot by Annabelle Stevens there. She's got to be the leading scorer for the Cardinals right now, if I had to guess.
That's 4 thus far.
Oh, just 4, okay.
Beats with 6.
Gotcha.
And now Evans loses the handle inside, and it goes out of bounds. They say last touched by Stevens, I believe. It'll be Lady Irish basketball. Maynard going to check back in for Indianola Academy. Strickland will check out. Inbound will come from the corner for the Lady Irish. It comes into Nika Bennett, who is back in the game, and she's tied up there by Davis. Possession arrow will give it to the Lady Colonels. Nice hustle there by the sophomore Davis.
Well, again, the Cardinal defense is what's setting the tone here in this game. If they're collapsing in on those ball handlers and cutting off passing lanes, doing a good job getting the turnovers.
24-13, Lady Colonels lead it by 11 with 3:18 to go in the first half. Robinson with the kick out in the right corner to Stevens. Looking inside, pass is tipped and stolen away. I say stolen away, we've got a whistle and a tie. Possession arrow will give it to the Lady Irish.
Been a lot of turnovers in this ballgame. Watching, you hadn't been keeping really track of turnovers, but it's got to be at least double digits on St. Joe.
Agreed. Bennett cut off by a double team out near the center line. Tries to pass. It's tipped loose on the floor. Lady Colonels come away with it. Stevens dribbling out deep in the left wing. Finds Davis. Bounce pass inside to Maynard. She spins, puts it up, makes it in. Nice play there. Out of Indianola Academy.
Very pretty shot by Sarah Grace Maynard. Just took the pass, took one step, spun around. That's easy lay in.
6 points for the junior, 26-13. Now Mansour misfires on a runner baseline. Lady Colonels come away with a rebound going the other way. Stevens picks it up in the left wing. Cross-court pass to Davis. Out front to Maynard. Out of Stevens deep in the left wing, guarded there by Brown. Cross-court pass to Davis just inside the arc. Turned down a jumper now to Maynard at the free throw line. Her shot won't fall. Rebound on the left baseline by Stevens. Whistle and a tie. Possession arrow will keep it with the Lady Colonels.
Ladderberry did a good job of getting the rebound there, but again, she took that ball back down around her waist. Anytime you get that ball down around your waist, they're going to start reaching, slapping, and that's exactly what the St. Joe defender did. She got a tie up there, and the ball went back to the Colonels.
Inbound comes to Davis. Long two won't go. Rebound pulled down by Brown. And Lady Irish have it tipped away out of bounds. Last touch, I believe, by Travis. It'll be St. Joe basketball. 2 minutes to play. Second quarter, Lady Colonels 26, Lady Irish 13. As Bennett drives for a floater left side of the lane, can't get it to go. Maynard has the rebound, and she's fouled. Going to charge that to Mackenzie Sandifer, her third, team sixth.
The St. Joe Lady Irish are doing a lot of what the Cardinals are doing now. They're getting a little more aggressive on defense. They're reaching in, trying to get the tie up there. They called her for the foul. They could have gone both ways. That could have been a tie up then as well.
So Stevens works it down for the Lady Colonels, finds Travis in the right wing. Now they elbow to Robertson. Back out to Stevens in the corner. 1:38 to play first half. Lady Colonels with 13-point lead. Davis has it out front in the left wing to Stevens. Now to Maynard at the elbow. Jumper up off the back iron. No good. Rebound tips and goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Robinson. It'll belong to St. Joe's.
Yeah, Robinson had great positioning that time below the basket. She just couldn't corral that basketball. Lost it off of her hand. Ball goes over to St. Joe.
Jasmine Evans back into the game for the Lady Irish. Brown tries to drive right baseline. We got charged. Nice call there. Maynard had position on the baseline. Brown driving in aggressively. They whistle her for her first. Team seventh player-controlled foul. No shots coming for Indianola Academy, but they'll be in the bonus for the next 1 minute, 15 seconds.
Maynard stood her ground there. She made up her mind she wasn't going to move, and luckily the charge call went against them. I was afraid they were going to get her for a block for a moment.
Stevens going to dribble it around out near the center circle. 1 minute to play in the first half. Lady Colonel's going to take their time, try to get a clean look at the basket here. Travis has it deep in the right wing. Now Brown's going to go out, pick her up, and we'll tip it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Colonel.
Now, I think we got a break there. Thought Lily maybe dribble that ball off her foot. The officials give it back to the Lady Colonel, so they'll set it up again.
Inbound comes to Davis in the right corner, looking inside, can't find anybody, now throws it away. Stevens ran it down in the backcourt. That's the turnover. We'll give it back to St. Joe. Little miscommunication there.
Yeah, she faked her out. She thought she was going to stay there, and Lily Travis did a little juke step with the other way and wasn't there when the pass came. So it's an unfortunate turnover there for the Lady Cardinals.
Bennett swings it left side to Mansour. Back to Evans. Jumper from the elbow. That may have been partially blocked. Lady Cardinals come down with the basketball. 30 seconds to play in the half, up 26-13. Travis looking for Maynard on the baseline. Puts it on the floor. Now picks up the dribble out front to Davis. Left side to Stevens. And they're going to whistle for the travel. When she faked one way, we're going to try the baseline drive and shuffle her feet.
Yeah, Stevens thought about the three-pointer and then saw a little opening and started running before she dribbled. They get the turnover there with 15 seconds to go. Last shot here, opportunity for St. Joe.
Bennett gets to Mansour. Back to Bennett out front. 7 seconds now on the clock. Back to Mansour, top of the key. Tries to lob it inside. It's stolen away by Robinson. And the Lady Cardinals will dribble out the remainder of the first half. 26-13. Coach Allen Hill and his Lady Cardinals will go to the locker room with a 13-point lead. And what we saw late first quarter and through the first part of the second quarter, the Lady Cardinals couldn't miss. And that's what's attributed to this 26-13 lead. Of course, the double bonus situation for St. Joe allowed them to get some cheap points at the free throw line, and that's why the game's as close as it is.
Yeah, probably, I would guess, either 5 to 6 of their points came from the free throw line when they got in that double bonus situation. Yep. But the most impressive thing to me, the Lady Cardinals, is the defense they played so far. As I mentioned, they're cutting off the passing lanes, suffocating D. They've gotten several ball tie-ups, getting in and collapsing on the ball handlers. And St. Joe's having a hard time handling that Cardinal defense when we try to press up a little bit.
26-13 is your halftime lead for the IA Lady Cardinals. We will send it back to the station, take a 2-minute break, and be back. You're listening to Lady Cardinal Basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
I'm Greg Bills from Bills Body Shop in Rubel, Mississippi, and I want to fix your car. We've been in business for 40 years in the same location. We're a family-owned business and currently have 3 generations still working under the same roof. If you're ever in an accident, we can tow your vehicle, help you with your insurance claim, get you in a rental car, repair your vehicle, and deliver it back to you in usually under a week. We're located at 501 South Oak Street, Highway 49, Louisville, Mississippi. Give us a call today, 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
Magic Mart Pharmacy is a proud supporter of IA Colonel football. We know it takes hard work and commitment to win football games. Come by and let us work hard to earn your business. Serving Indianola and the Delta area as your hometown pharmacy for 25 years. That's Magic Mart Pharmacy, located on Highway 82 East behind McDonald's, with a drive-through window for your convenience. Magic Mart Pharmacy, where your health is our business. Go Colonels!
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find at Indianola Pecan House. Stop in for gift items from your favorite universities, great silver and gold jewelry from designers like Ronaldo, gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cake, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn, and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East. Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about how much value their car insurance company is really delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Andy Daniels in Indianola can help you get to a better state, because he'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Andy Daniels in Indianola and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
Welcome back. Watson Cook and Sheldon Van Cleve with you here from Indianola. Lady Colonels leading the St. Joe Lady Irish 26-13 at the break. Lady Colonels with 6 players, beg your pardon, 3 players with 6 points apiece in the first half. Hannah Morgan Strickland, Corsi Pitts, and Sarah Grace Maynard leading the way with 6 each. Mary Linton Davis and Anna Berry Stevens with 4 points apiece. Look at the foul situation for the Lady Colonels. They racked up in the first half. Sydney Landrum, 3 fouls off the bench. Emery Applegate with 2. Corsi Pitts with 2. Sarah Grace Maynard and Sydney Holmes also with 2 each. And 1 foul on Mary Linton Davis. For the Lady Irish, they're led in points by Shanti Brown, 5 points off the bench. She's a freshman, by the way. 3 points for Jasmine Evans, 2 points apiece for Olivia D'Angelo and Nika Bennett, 1 point for Carson Mansour. Not a whole lot of foul trouble for St. Joe. Mackenzie Sandifer does have 3. But then you've got Jasmine Evans, Ashanti Brown, Alexis Richardson, and Olivia D'Angelo with only 1 foul apiece. So that's your scoring and your foul situation. 13-point lead for Indianola Academy, 26-13.
The foul situation, Watts, is what I'm going to be interested in watching in the second half. The Colonels played some aggressive defense. Lady Colonels played some aggressive defense. If they continue to do that and the fouls keep mounting, the bench is going to be called upon even more so. I've seen Coach Hill substitute a couple of girls that haven't played as much this year, and I think it's because of the foul trouble. Lily Travis came in and gave some valuable minutes there, as well as Elizabeth Robinson. So Lady Colonels going to have to keep a watch on that. Nice lead now with 26-13 with another half to go. But so far so good for the Lady Colonels, trying to get their second win of the year and their first conference win.
Absolutely. This is the district opener for both the Lady Colonels and the Lady Irish. The next action for Indianola Academy will be this Thursday night. They'll be on the road in Cleveland at the Iowa Academy, another District 1 AAA contest. We'll have it for you right here on Super Talk the Delta. You can also watch live video stream as you can with this one tonight, iacolonelsports.org, and click on the live video stream link at the top of the page, and we've got the broadcast dates there as well, where you can catch Lady Colonel and Colonel basketball on the air and online throughout the season. We've got 7 regular season broadcast dates, and the plan now is to also bring you all of the postseason tournament basketball for the Lady Colonels and Colonels, and hopefully it'll be another deep run for Indianola Academy. The Lady Colonels last year were knocked out in the first round of the district tournament, but as we mentioned earlier, the IA Colonels, the boys team, defending state AAA champions, well, they lost a lot from last year, Selden. They've also got a pretty good nucleus back on the floor this year.
Well, yeah, the last time you and I were calling this game, we were in the overall semifinal game at Mississippi College, straight off of winning the district championship, the North AAA championship, and the state AAA championship. Fortunately, we didn't have to face Simpson Academy Cougar team in the state AAA championship. That's who we had to face again, if you remember, in the finals. And they had a hot night. We started out slow that night. We missed some easy layups early in that ball game. We got behind, 10 or 12 points, and we just never could mount it back. We made a couple of runs, made a couple of charges to try to get it back in, but we just couldn't do it. Simpson Academy went on to play MRA for the finals. And they led them at halftime, but MRA went on to win the overall.
You're right.
But you mentioned the talent on this team compared to last year. It's a little different looking animal than we had last year. We had some tremendous guard play last year that escorted us through the way. We had ball handlers galore with Caleb Wilson and Taylor Robertson and Dee Winfield. And you don't quite have the ball handlers this year that you had last year. You have some kids that are forced into the ball handling position. David Mason's being forced to handle the ball. He'll tell you he's not a point guard. Randy Kimball is being forced to handle the ball. William Barrier, he'll tell you he's not a point guard. And a lot of these guys didn't get a lot of playing time last year either. You had such a talented team. So we're having to learn on the fly. They're 2-2 right now. And we'll talk more about them before that ball game starts here as the Lady Colonels come out on the floor ready to begin their second half.
26-13 is the lead for the Lady Colonels over the St. Joe Lady Irish. Third quarter about to get underway. It will be St. Joe basketball. To open the third quarter, they will work right to left as you look at your radio. Lady Colonels will work left to right. And St. Joe will have Azar, Mansour, Evans, Sandifer, and Bennett on the floor. Right away, a travel against St. Joe. It'll come to the Lady Colonels, who have Sydney Holmes, Anna Berry Stevens, Emory Applegate, Mary Linton Davis, and Sarah Grace Maynor on the floor.
It's like the original starting 5 are back out there for the Lady Colonels.
Davis dribbling out front, swings it in the left wing to Stevens. Picked up there by Bennett. Now top of the key to Davis. Back left side to Stevens. In the wing to Maynor, pulls up 15-foot jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebound secured by Davis. Now to Holmes in the right corner. Nice pass inside to Applegate, who spins, can't get the jumper to fall. Rebound being fought for. Loose on the floor, and Bennett comes away with it. Missed opportunity there.
Yeah, missed opportunity. Had several chances to get that ball down low, and Cardinals lost the handle on it, going the other way now.
7:07 to play in the third quarter. 13-point lead for Indianola Academy, 26-13. Shot off the mark and goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Lady Colonels. 6:59 to go, third quarter.
Stevens will bring it up the floor for the Lady Cardinals, trying to set the offense back up now, back over to Davis. 13-point lead for Indianola Academy. Stevens, high pass. Thought she had it inside the Maynard. Didn't put enough on it, and it was tipped to the floor up top, and possession arrow will keep it with Indianola Academy. A good look there, just not enough on the great idea, just not enough steam on the pass. St. Joe defender came in and knocked it away last second.
Stevens will have the inbound from the baseline. It comes to Applegate deep in the corner, looking for the outlet pass, and it's stolen away by Bennett. Bennett driving down the floor, doesn't have numbers. She'll settle it out front. Now to Mansour in the right wing, back to Bennett. Back to Mansour, fires a three off the mark. Holmes comes down with a rebound. Quickly down the floor to Stevens, 2-on-1 with Davis. Bounce pass left side. Davis puts it up and in, and the Lady Colonels on the board here in the third quarter.
Well, great fast break there. Lady Cardinals have numbers, and Anna Berry made a great pass to Mary Linton Davis. The Cardinals take the 28-13 lead now. 6 minutes to go in the third period.
Bennett tied up out front by Davis. Tipped it away momentarily. Bennett able to save it. Now Stevens gets a hand on it. It's loose on the floor. Davis and Bennett fighting for it, and it's tipped away to Mansour. Mansour tries to drive inside, lost the handle, out of bounds. It'll go back to the Lady Colonels.
We've seen more loose balls and fighting for it on the floor tonight. Neither team seems to be able to corral that ball in. You've had a lot of loose balls on the floor.
Stevens works across the center line. Picks it up out front, now to Davis, top of the key. Looking for help. Stevens dribbles inside the arc, left side, long two on the way. Short. And loose ball on the floor, secured by Evans. A whistle and another tie-up. This time possession arrow says give it to St. Joe.
Got to be at least the fifth or sixth ball tie-up we've seen tonight. Yeah, have to go to the scoreboard for the possession arrow. Swings back to Indianola's favor now next time one happens.
5:25 to go, third quarter, 28-13. Lady Colonels with the basketball. Stevens drives in for a layup, got the roll, and she's got 6 points. Lady Colonels extend the lead once again. Now a 17-point lead and a steal. Stevens drives in, wide open layup basket. 4 quick points for Anna Berry Stevens. The possession before, she had a great move coming down the lane. She split the defenders, changed directions, had a great layup there. And now a travel, another turnover against St. Joe. Lady Colonels will get it back as they threaten to run away with this one here early in the third quarter, 32-13. St. Joe going to get a sub in the game. Ja'Cory Holmes will check in for Azar. Lady Colonels will have the inbound from the baseline. Davis to throw it in is waiting on one of the Lady Irish to tie a shoe. Now Davis will fire it in to nobody home there. What she was looking for, Sydney Holmes, I thought.
Well, Sydney was open, and she thought another Colonel was going to come in with her, and she backed off once the pass came right down the lane. She was wide open underneath the basket, just kind of held up on her path.
Azar works down the floor for the Lady Irish, cut off out front by Davis. Now inside to Evans. Kick out to Azar, long three on the way. We drew air there. Goes out of bounds, back to Indianola Academy. 4:43 to play in the third quarter, 32-13 the lead for the Lady Colonels. D'Angelo checks back in for the Lady Irish. Stevens to Davis out front, back to Stevens. Nice pass inside, back door to Sydney Holmes. She was wide open down low. Lady Colonels execute nicely there. First bucket of the night for Sydney Holmes makes it 34-13. And now a steal for Davis. Tries to bounce it to Stevens. A whistle and a foul on the floor. They'll charge that to Ja'Cory Holmes, her first, team first the second half.
Really, really impressed with the court awareness of Anna Berry Stevens, Watson. She's done a great job defensively and offensively, handling the ball, finding the passing lanes, knocking the ball away. getting open, now putting up 3. Yeah, the inbound from Davis to Stevens, open 3, couldn't get it to fall. And now we've got a whistle and a foul on the rebound. They're going to charge that to Applegate as Sandifer came down with it. Applegate just simply reaching over. So he charged with her third personal, first in the Lady Colonels here in the third quarter. Yeah, that wasn't a very smart foul. You know, she had good position on her. All she's got to do is go straight up and just hold her ground there. But she reached over into her, fell into her, and the referee called a foul against Applegate. She picks up her third foul. Now bodies go to the floor on the other end. Got a charge against St. Joe. They'll put that on Chakori Holmes. Her second personal, team second. Lady Colonels with possession and a 34-13 lead. 3:58 to go third quarter as Maynard fires a jumper deep from the left corner just inside the arc. 36-13, 8 points for Sarah Grace Maynard. Sarah Grace really has a pretty shot. I love to watch her shoot the basketball. How many points is that tonight for her? 8 for Maynard. And now a steal on the other end for Maynard. The outlet to Stevens, works down the floor, dribbles left baseline, lost the handle out of bounds, simply got away from her there. She knew it. It'll go back to St. Joe. Mansour slowly works down the floor, picked up out front by Davis. Tip on a pass. We're going to get a foul called as well. Put that on Sydney Holmes, her third personal, team second. Lady Irish will have the inbound from the baseline. D'Angelo to fire it in. Comes into Evans, tries to put it up over Holmes and Applegate, lost it, and somehow got it back, and then a foul called on the Lady Colonels. So that'll put St. Joe at the line. Chakori Holmes will be shooting 2. Foul was put on Mary Linton Davis, her second, team third. Fouls pretty even so far this second half. 3 fouls for the Lady Colonels, 2 for St. Joe Lady Irish. But again, if the fouls keep mounting, it's going to be interesting to see what happens on the Lady Colonels as Coach Hill sends 2 players to the scorer's table now, checking in at the next break. Chakori Holmes hits 1 of 2. Her first point of the night makes it 36-14. Pitts and Strickland going to check in for Indianola Academy. Maynard and Applegate will check out. You've got Pitts, Strickland, Holmes, Davis, and Stevens on the floor for IA. Evans, Sandiford, D'Angelo, Mansour, and Holmes on the floor for St. Joe. 3:05 to play third quarter. Lady Colonels up 36-14. And Stevens has it out front, left side to Davis. Fires a jumper just inside the three-point line. Can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Sandifer. Good idea there by Davis. She was off just a little bit of the mark to the right. Mansour with the floater left side of the lane. Can't get it to fall. Davis comes away with a long rebound out near the center line, and the Lady Colonels get it back. Davis holding it out front. 1-3-1 looks like defensively now for St. Joe. To Pitts in the lane. Open jumper good. Corsi Pitts kind of settled into an open spot there in the lane. Nobody converged on her. Knocks down an 8-foot jumper. Nice job of Hannah Morgan. She was in trouble. Found the open Pitts just inside the elbow, and Pitts converged for 2 more points. 8 for Pitts on the night as Evans can't get a jumper to go on the other end, but Sandifer is there for the putback. First bucket of the night for Mackenzie Sandifer makes it 38-16. Lady Colonels still in control. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Holmes in the corner to Strickland. Nice pass in the lane to Pitts. Trying to hit Stevens' left side. It's stolen away by D'Angelo, and then Stevens charged with the reach-in foul. She thought about the shot. She was just inside the free throw line, and then thought maybe I'll drive the lane here, and they collapsed on her. She passed it away. Last second passed away, and just was another turnover for the Lady Colonels. The first on Stevens' 4th team foul on Indianola Academy here in the second half. Bennett tries to drive right side, lost the handle out of bounds. They say last touched by Strickland. D'Angelo will have the inbound from the sideline. Comes to Bennett, picks up the dribble, top of the key, in trouble. Davis with a tip, Stevens with the steal. Stevens drives baseline, cut off there, kick out to Davis in the left wing, now to Holmes out front.
Steps just inside the line. Fires a jumper. Can't get it to go. Pitts with the rebound. Out to Strickland. 8-foot jumper. Good for Hannah Morgan Strickland. She's got 8 points, and the Lady Cardinals extend the lead once again.
Good job by Corsi Pitts getting that rebound, and a lot of people collapsed on her, and she just passed it out to the open at Hannah Morgan Strickland. Strickland got probably 8 points on the night, doesn't she?
Yes, 8 for Strickland.
Balanced scoring looks like so far for Lady Cardinals. They've spread it around well.
Yeah, 8 for Strickland, 8 for Pitts, also 8 for Maynard and Stevens, 6 for Davis to this point. 40-16 with 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Lady Cardinals with the basketball. Stevens out front to Davis. Down the right wing to Strickland. Back to Davis. Cross-court pass to Stevens. Inside to Strickland. Nice look. And Strickland gets it to fall.
Nice ball movement that time, watching around the top of the key. They lull the St. Joe defense to sleep. They hit Hannah Morgan, streaking across the lane for an easy 2-point basket as we near the end of the third period.
10 points off the bench for the senior Strickland, 42-16. Well, you mentioned it several times, just the court awareness from Anna Berry Stevens, able to see where her teammates are, even when the ball's not around. She knows where everybody's supposed to be, and we mentioned that at the top of the broadcast. She's really the catalyst for this Lady Cardinal basketball team.
The more and more I watch these Lady Cardinals, she is what's going to make this Lady Cardinal offense and defense run. You know, she's the best ball handler. She's the quarterback of this team, as you can tell.
Landrum checks back in for home. Lady Cardinals with the basketball. 13 seconds to go, third quarter. Strickland cut off, right corner to Landrum. Elbow jumper, kicks, centers, and goes for Sydney Landrum, her first bucket of the night.
Yeah, she got the iron was kind that time, too. The ball came in a little bit flat and hard, and she got a good bounce off the rim.
Desperation 3 for St. Joe won't go at the end of the third quarter. 44-16. Lady Cardinals in command as we get set for the final period. We'll step away and take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back for Lady Cardinal basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola. Call 887-2160. That's Gresham Petroleum Company.
Hi folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter underway. Lady Cardinals with the basketball and a 44-16 lead over the St. Joe Lady Irish. And a couple of subs in here now for Indianola Academy. Lily Travis back in the game along with Elizabeth Robinson. And Travis has it out front. She's bumped, no foul. Picks up the loose ball to Pitts, and now a whistle and a foul going to be charged to Nika Bennett. It's her first personal, team third on the Lady Irish. 7:31 to play. Lady Cardinals with a big lead here at home in the District 1 AAA opener. Nice bounce pass inside from Robinson to Pitts, who puts it up and in. 10 points.
Nice touch by Corsi Pitts. She gets that ball down low, and she's got good touch when she gets it and has the open shot.
2 Lady Cardinals in double figures, both off the bench. 2 seniors, Strickland, Pitts, having a good night here at home. And Ashanti Brown short on the jumper on the other end, can't get it to go. And a sub for St. Joe. Cecilia Azar returns to the game. Inbound to come from D'Angelo. They get it in to Evans. Back to D'Angelo. Now to Brown left wing. To Azar, right side. Tries to drive around Pitts. We got a whistle and a foul. Going to be charged to Corsi Pitts. Her third personal, team fourth. Beg your pardon, team fifth.
Only one starter still in the ball game right now is Anna Berry Stevens. I imagine Coach Hill will use this game to get some of these younger players an opportunity to play. You see Price and Rogers and Daniels and Lizzie Smith over on the bench. They'll definitely get this ball game here as we approach the 5-minute mark, if I had to guess.
Stevens swings it left side to Travis, works around Mansour, drives into the lane, dishes down low to Pitt. Thought about the jumper, cut off by a double team, lost the handle, and it's stolen away by Brown. Stevens trying to get it back, unsuccessful. Brown works the other way. Kick out to Mansour, drives left side of the lane. Floater is short. Sandifer tries to put back, can't get it to go. Landrum has the rebound. And Landrum going to be charged with the offensive foul. Got a little frustrated down low. The Lady Irish were trying to tower up, try to get it away. And
she had the ball. She was getting a little frustrated. They kept slapping and picking at her. She started swinging those arms. They called that foul, try to prevent that elbow from hitting somebody in the eye. You don't want a split open eye there. And she got a little aggressive with us. They called the offensive foul on Landrum.
Her fourth personal, team 6. Lady Irish with the basketball. They try to dump it down low to Sandifer, and Landrum is going to foul out. That's her 5th. Was going for the block. Didn't get it instead. The junior will foul out with 2 points on the night. Applegate will return to the game. Mackenzie Sandifer at the line to shoot 2 for St. Joe's. (46-16) with 6:12 to play. Lady Colonels with a 30-point lead. As Sandifer's first is too hard off the back iron.
The Colonels have their first foul out casualty. Sydney Landrum is done for the night.
Sandifer's second free throw is good. 3 points from the night for Sandifer. 46-17, just over 6 minutes to play. Stevens drives down left side of the lane. Runner won't go. Left it short. And the rebound secured by Brown. Ashanti Brown works down the floor for the Lady Irish. Lady Colonels drop back in a 2-3 zone. Left side to Mansour. Back to Brown. Top of the key. Swings it right side to D'Angelo. Trying to go inside to Brown. She's sent to the floor.
They're either going to get Pitts or Applegate there. Not sure which one that foul is going to go on. It's the 8th team foul. That'll go on Applegate, her 4th.
I don't think really not much intent to foul there. Just several bodies all going for the ball and ended up sending Brown to the floor. So they will get Applegate with her 4th, as Selden mentioned. Brown at the line. Her first is up and in. 6 points on the night for Ashanti Brown. She's the leading scorer for the Lady Irish. As we mentioned earlier, just a freshman. Second free throw on the way from Brown is short. Robinson has the rebound for the Lady Colonels. 5:32 to play, 46-18. Lady Colonels in control. Travis, the pass inside to Applegate. Back out in the wing to Travis. Out front to Stevens. Down to Pitt. Guarded tightly there by Azar.
I see several opportunities for some of these Lady Colonels. The ball movement down low has not been great. I mean, movement across the lane is not real good. They're kind of standing around and looking.
Yeah, I don't know if it picked up on the air, but you could hear Stevens a minute ago telling somebody to go, that they had to move, and got a loose ball on the floor. Tie up, possession arrow will give it to St. Joe.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that you can get yourself a lot of points. You know, if you're going to work yourself across from one side to the other instead of just standing there waiting for the pass, I'd like to see a little better ball movement for some of the post players for the Lady Colonels.
Lady Irish basketball. They get it into Sandifer. She turns, puts it up over Applegate, left it short. The Lady Colonels come away with a rebound. Stevens quickly down the floor, settles in the left wing. Now drives baseline, pulls up 10-foot jumper off the mark. Robinson with the tip out to Travis, back to Stevens. Goes left baseline again. Jumper no good. Pitts with the rebound and the putback. 12 points for Corsi Pitts. She's the leading scorer for Indianola Academy.
Right place, right time for Corsi Pitts that time. The ball was shot over the basket from the opposite side of the lane. Corsi right there waiting for it. Puts it right back up with that nice touch she has on her shot.
Sandifer spins again inside, tries to put it up over Applegate. No good. And once again, Lady Colonels come away with a rebound. 4 minutes to play. 48-18. Indianola Academy up by 30. Robinson finds Travis down low. She goes up and is fouled there by Mansour. That is the first personal on Carson Mansour, team fourth on St. Joe. Sophomore Lily Travis at the line to shoot two.
This will be Lily's first opportunity to get some points tonight. She's not been able to score, so let's get these two free throws in and get Travis on the board.
A couple of substitutions head to the scores table for Indianola Academy. A couple of freshmen, Avery Daniels and Lizzie Smith. As Travis puts her first up and off the mark. So Daniels will check in along with Smith, Pitts, and Stevens will get a breather. Second free throw on the way from Lily Travis. This one off the back iron, no good, and Brown comes away with a rebound. Down the floor to Mansour. Can't get the layup to fall. Travis has the rebound. Lady Colonels quickly racing down the floor. 3:40 to play, 48-18. Like the Lady Colonel's going to pick up win number 2 on the season as Robinson goes inside to Applegate. She's sent to the floor. Foul going to be called against Lady Irish. They'll charge that to number 13, Mackenzie Sandifer, her fourth personal, team sixth. I'll say fourth. They've got her fifth personal on the board. So I've missed one somewhere. Sandifer will foul out. She will check out. Jasmine Evans returns to the game for the Lady Irish as Travis has the inbound for the baseline. Nice pass in the lane to Lizzie Smith. Can't finish, though. The jumper won't fall. And
Well,
the
great
rebound
job
goes
there
to St. Joe.
by Lizzie Smith cutting into the lane. Her shot just a little bit hard. Arnold's with a 48-18 lead.
With 3:15 to play. Azar swings it out front to Brown. Picked up there by Daniels. Pass into the right wing by Mansour. She's whistled for the travel. It passed like it kind of went through her hands, off her chest, and then as she picked it up, shuffled the feet. Couple more substitutions for Indianola Academy. Mallory Price and Allie Rogers check into the game. Two more freshmen in there. Rogers wears number 21, Price number 11. Steal off the inbound by Mansour, and she gets the 8-foot jumper to fall from the right side. 3 points for Carson Mansour. Makes it 48-20. Travis from the center line fires it inside to Rogers. She puts it up and in, and the foul.
A nice job by Lily Travis getting that ball after being pressed near midcourt. Finds an open alley. Rogers slashing across the lane. Rogers puts it in, kisses it off the glass, and she'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Second personal on Jasmine Evans, team 7th. Rogers at the free throw line, puts it up and in. 3 points for Allie Rogers. 51-20 is the lead for the Lady Colonels with 2:50 to play. Mansour tries to lob it inside to D'Angelo, puts it up over Smith. Too hard, off the glass, and the rebound pulled down by Brown. The putback good, and the foul. Brown will go to the line to shoot one. Foul is put on Mallory Price, her first, team 9th. 8 points for Ashanti Brown, a chance to make it 9. Free throw on the way, off the back iron, no good. Smith comes away with it, and she's tied up near the free throw line. Possession arrow favors the Lady Colonels.
So all underclassmen are in this. This is the future of the Colonels here, Lady Colonels. With, I think it's 3 or 4 ninth graders and 1 junior.
Yeah.
10th graders, I mean.
Yeah, 4 freshmen, 1 sophomore on the floor for Indianola Academy. As the Lady Colonels lead at 51-22 with 2:23 to play. Smith drives in the lane. Little floater won't go. Rebound pulled down by D'Angelo. St. Joe heading the other way. D'Angelo pulls up, short jumper right baseline. Can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Travis. And a whistle and a foul on the Lady Irish. They'll put that on Cecilia Azar, her first. Team 8, they'll walk to the other end of the floor. Lily Travis will have a 1-on-1 opportunity. Don't forget, we'll have Colonel basketball coming up for you immediately following this one. It should be a good one between the Colonels and the Irish. Travis puts her first up, and it rattles out. No good. D'Angelo with the rebound. Down the floor looking for Mansour. Lost the handle out of bounds. They say last touch by Mansour. It'll be Lady Colonel basketball. Nika Bennett will check back in for St. Joe. Jasmine Evans will head to the bench. Inbound comes to Travis with 2 minutes to play. 51-22. Lady Colonels with the commanding lead here at home. Travis, nice pass inside to Smith, looking for Daniels on the left block. Had it tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Irish.
Really impressed with Lizzie Smith. She has pretty good court awareness. She hustles to that ball. And she's going to be a player that's called upon next year, I believe, for these Lady Colonels, and maybe some more so this year. She played a lot the last game I saw against Canton Academy. I saw her play a little bit in that game. So good to see her get playing time here. Colonels with a 51-22 lead as Daniels goes to the line. Foul is charged to Mansour, her second, team night. 1-1 coming up for the freshman Avery Daniels. Her first on the way in, good. Daniels gets in the scoring column tonight, 52-22. Extends the Lady Colonel lead to 30 once again. Daniels with a second opportunity on the way. This one rattles out. Smith has the long rebound in the corner and clears it out to Daniels. 1:45 to play. Lady Colonels up 52-22. Going to move to 2-10 on the year, 1-0 in district play. Rogers has the top of the key, gets it away to Daniels, drives right side of the lane, hangs for a layup, rolls off no good. Rogers had it momentarily, but lost it to Azar. A great idea that time by Daniels. Drove the lane, had a good shot, just a little bit hard.
And a whistle and a foul on the other end. IA crowd wanted to travel on Azar instead. Going to have a foul on Lizzie Smith, her first, team 10th. Double bonus once again for St. Joe. Well, the difference here, there's only 1:20 to play. They got to the double bonus in the first half, Selden, with about 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Likely too little too late here for the Lady Irish as Azar can't get the first free throw to fall. She'll have another opportunity.
Yeah, like you mentioned, that was one of the ways that they could have kept themselves in the game early on if they just did not convert on the free throws. And again, here it looks like they're not able to do so in the second half successfully either.
Azar does hit her second attempt. First point of the night for Azar. 52-23, a 29-point lead for IA with 1:13 to play. Travis inside to Rogers. She spins. And a foul called on Nika Bennett. Her second, team 10th. Rogers back to the free throw line to shoot two.
52-23 is your score here with 1:09 to go in the ball game. St. Joe Lady Fighting Irish against the Indianola Academy Lady Colonels. Boys action will be coming up momentarily. Rogers' first free throw rattled out of there. Second attempt on the way, and this one rims in and out, no good. Brown has the rebound for the Lady Irish, looking down the floor for Mansour. Pass too hot to handle, goes off her fingertips and out of bounds. It'll be Lady Colonel basketball with 1 minute to play. Travis with the inbound. It comes to Price. Works around a screen, drives left baseline, cut off there. Out to Smith in the wing, has her pocket picked by Brown. Ashanti Brown driving down the floor, hangs for a layup and scores. 10 points for Ashanti Brown. Makes it 52-25 with 40 seconds to play. If there is a bright spot, Selden, for the St. Joe Lady Irish, it's the freshman Ashanti Brown. As Rogers gets a layup on this end of the floor, 5 points for the freshman Rogers. 54-25 as we're under 30 seconds to play. Nice ball movement at that time, coming back up the floor for the Lady Colonels, and Rogers converts on the layup.
D'Angelo dribbling, top of the key, swings it left side to Mansour. Three-pointer on the way, kicks, centers, and goes. Boy, that's a bucket Azar's been looking for. Beg your pardon, Mansour's been looking for several times tonight. She's got 6 points, 5 seconds to play. Price has it at the free throw line. Down to Travis, she will dribble it out, 54-28. Your final score, Lady Colonels win it over the St. Joe Lady Irish. Indianola Academy improves to 2-10 overall on the year, 1-0 in District 1 AAA play. What a great showing tonight out of Coach Hill and his Lady Colonel.
Yeah, I saw some improvement tonight for this team. They had a good start defensively. They were smothering the other St. Joe ball handlers. They were getting a lot of turnovers, getting a lot of tie-ups, cutting off the passing lanes, and that led to some fast breaks on offense. The Lady Girls converted on some shots early. They got the hot hand early on and got that lead and never relinquished it. It was really out of hand after that first period all the way through the ball game.
Two Lady Colonels finished in double figures tonight. Forsey Pitts leading the way with 12 points off the bench, followed by Hannah Morgan Strickland with 10 points. 8 points apiece for Claire Grace Maynor and Hannah Morgan Stevens. 6 points for Mary Lynn Davis. 5 for Allie Rogers. 2 points for Sydney Holmes and Sydney Landrum. And 1 point for Avery Daniels. The St. Joe Lady Irish were led by Ashanti Brown and her 10 points. Off the bench, again, we mentioned just a freshman, pretty good ball player for the Lady Irish. Mansour behind her with 6 points, 3 points for Mackenzie Sandifer and Jasmine Evans, 2 points for Olivia D'Angelo and Nico Bennett, and 1 point for Chikori Holmes. 54-28, once again, your final score. Lady Colonels win it over St. Joe, and going to take it back to the station and get set up for some boys basketball. The IA Colonels and the St. Joe Fighting Irish coming up here in about 7 minutes. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with Colonel basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
This is Selden Van Cleve of Van Cleve Insurance. You may have noticed in the past that all successful athletic teams have a game plan they follow. We at Van Cleve Insurance feel that your insurance is no different. We are a trusted choice independent agent and offer all lines of insurance, which enables you to have all of your coverage in one place. Let us take a look at your insurance and work up a successful game plan for you. That's Van Cleve Insurance, located on Highway 49, Indianola since 1932.
Better medicine begins with big hearts, and the caring nurses and physicians at South Sunflower County Hospital of Indianola are ready to care for your every need. We surround these professionals with the latest technology, and our compassionate, personalized care gives you that at-home feeling you need when you're not feeling well. South Sunflower County Hospital also offers full therapy services, a swing bed unit, and outpatient services that offer hours that are convenient to you. There's no longer any need to leave home for personalized medical care. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Get ready for the woods at Outlaw Sporting Goods in Greenwood. Find stands, attractants, feed, ammunition, rifles, and shotguns. Outlaw is a certified Benelli dealer. Find boots and clothing from Southern Marsh, Cool, and Drake. We have a wall of handguns, archery range, bows by Hoyt, Elite, and Bowtech, crossbows, youth bows, Rage, broadheads, Yeti coolers in every size and color. Duck hunters, we have decoys, shells, and waders. If you need it, Outlaw Sporting Goods has it. When you leave Outlaw Sporting Goods, you just feel better. Outlaw Sporting Goods, Greenwood.
And now, let's join Cooper and Olivia from Robertson's Floor Service of Indianola.
Hey, Olivia, what do you want for Christmas? I want Coppin Hollow Forest. What do you want for Christmas? I want some ceramic and laminate floor.
Shop our showroom at 1289 Highway 82 East Indianola or call us at 887-4477. Tell them, Olivia.
Hey, Santa, come fill your sleigh up at Robertson Floor Service and you can get a coat too.
Welcome back, Watson Cook and Selden Van Cleve with you tonight on Super Talk for the Delta. Lady Colonels polish off the Lady Irish 54-28. Now it's time to get you set for some high school boys basketball. The IA Colonels and the St. Joe Fighting Irish Indianola Academy defending AAA state champions, as we mentioned during the girls' broadcast. 2-2 to this point on the year, and you said it, Selden. This group of Colonels has some gelling, so to speak, to do on the court with one another. In the first few games, of course, they missed several games due to the long playoff football run. But this group had to put it together and got to do it quickly because all of a sudden, fifth game in, you open district play against a very athletic St. Joe Fighting Irish bunch.
Well, they won a state championship on a Thursday night and turn around on a Monday and have to go play at the tough Leak Academy. Everybody knows how good Leak Academy is. Didn't even have a chance to really even practice with the team. Not all the players were there. Ben Van Cleve was not there. He was nursing a broken thumb and had to get his wisdom teeth out the next day, so he could not play. But then we only lost by 4 at a tough Leak Academy.
Right.
The next game, we faced a very good Hartfield team. You remember last year in the North AAA tournament, Hartfield lost in the North AAA semifinals to Leak Academy, and they lost one player off of that team. So I remember last year people saying, gosh, that Hartfield team's going to be good next year. Cardinals had a 12-point lead in that game with Hartfield. And again, Hartfield started pressing the Cardinals. The turnover bug jumped up and bit us heavily in that ball game. And one of our weaknesses was exposed. Our ball handling skills were exposed a little bit in that Hartfield game. Cardinals turned around and won the next two ball games. They beat a Canton Academy team, a tough AA Canton Academy team, and then, of course, last Thursday night they beat a 4A Washington School team where they were behind a little bit in that ball game and battled some adversity. Again, shorthanded. You didn't have Van Cleve was not there. He was down at Jackson, the all-star ball game. And so I think only time is going to help this team. More practices, more playing time, a little better conditioning. You know, all these kids play football. Basketball conditioning is a whole different story from football conditioning.
Absolutely. Yeah, you mentioned that win over Washington on 44-38. The Colonels got it last Thursday night, I believe it was. And let's see what they can do here in their district opener at home against the St. Joe Fighting Irish. St. Joe coming in 1-1 on the year. They knocked off St. Aloysius in their season opener on November 29th, 63-46. One night later, they fell at home to Riverside High School, 59-55. So the Irish 1-1, the Colonel 2-2. Going to be a good early test for both of these clubs. We expect a good one here in Indianola.
Well, you know the Colonels are going to have a bullseye on their backs. Defending district champs, defending North AAA champs, defending state champs in basketball. Now just coming off a state championship in football. We've had some success athletically. We've developed some enemies in our conference, in our district. And St. Joe is one of those teams. They had been in our district, but now this is the second year. But this thing's turned into a rivalry with these two teams. And so we had a tough ball game in football with St. Joe. It was very heated. Temperatures were flaring. Cardinals beat them 30-18 in football. A lot of these guys played football. They're going to come over here wanting to knock us off. They feel like they've got a good team. I don't know what their record is right now. They've got some very athletic-looking players. They're 1-1 right now. Very athletic-looking. I saw that they lost to Riverside. I saw that on the news the other night. I'm not sure who their one win came from.
St. Al.
St. Al, okay, yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here with this first conference matchup for the Cardinals against St. Joe Fighting Irish.
Don't forget, you can watch live video stream of this one if you're around a computer, your phone, tablet. Go to iacolonelsports.org, click on the live video stream link at the top of the page as we get set to give you the starting lineup. So St. Joe Fighting Irish in their road green uniforms with white letters, white numbers. And they will go with the starting lineup of number 2, Jonathan Jordan, a junior. Number 3, Joquez Sanders, a junior as well. Number 4, DeAndre Williams, who is a junior. Chico Price, a sophomore, who wears number 10, and a junior, number 33, Bryce Johnson. Your starting lineup for the visiting Irish and for the IA Colonels. Head coach is Alan Hill. He will go with a junior, T.K. Bolden, wears number 2, averaging 10.5 points per game. A sophomore, number 4, Randy Kimball, averaging 9 points per game. A senior, number 10, Ben Van Cleve, averaging 13 points per game. Only played in one, I believe, though. Isn't that right, Seldon? Van Cleve's played in one game.
Yeah, he only played one ball game against Hartfield. He's missed the other 3.
Also in the starting lineup for Indianola Academy, a junior, number 11, William Barrier, who's averaging 2.5 points per game. And rounding out the starting lineup, a sophomore, number 23, Stephon Smith, 8.5 points per game for Smith. You know, watching these teams warm up, Watson, I mentioned to you that St. Joe had some pretty good-sized players, but none of those big guys are in the starting lineup. So I imagine this is probably going to be a pretty speedy lineup here for St. Joe. Imagine you're going to see them press and try to run the floor. So Colonels in their home whites, blue letters, blue numbers. St. Joe in the road greens, white letters, white numbers. It's like it's going to be Johnson and Kimball to meet at the center circle. Irish working left to right, Colonels right to left. Referees get everybody set. Tip is up. We're underway. It's controlled by Indianola Academy. Van Cleve got a hand on it to Bolden. And the Colonels will start offensively here with T.K. Bolden with the basketball. Swings it in the right wing to Kimball. Out front to Barrier. It's like man-to-man defensively is how the Irish will open. Van Cleve, pump fake, tries to drive inside, kick out to Smith, deep in the right corner. Out of Kimball out front, directing traffic. Kimball picked up there by Price. Swings it left side to Barrier. Drives into the lane, kick out to Van Cleve on the baseline. Goes for the up and under layup, blocked there by Johnson. Smith picks up the loose ball. Back to Van Cleve. 3 on the way from the right side. Short, and the rebound secured by Jonathan Jordan. And the Irish will work with their first offensive possession. DeAndre Williams, the point guard for St. Joe. Almost re-zone defensively for the Colonels.
Yeah, open up in the zone. Played a lot of zone this year so far.
They get it inside to Price, who spins just inside the free throw line, puts it up and in. St. Joe has the early 2-0 lead with 6:53 to play in the first quarter.
As they get in better shape, you can expect them to go play some man-to-man, but so far the defensive choice has been zoned for the Colonels.
Kimball going to pull up for 3, left side, off the back iron, no good. Bolden, goes high in the air. Selden, the top of his head was above the top of the backboard as he went up for that. Couldn't control it, though. It'll be St. Joe basketball, but my goodness.
I've never seen a kid be able to jump the way that he jumps, and I don't agree with that foul there. They call over the back there on TK, so first foul goes against the Colonels. St. Joe with the basketball.
6.5 minutes to play first quarter. St. Joe leading 2-0. Jordan swings it out front to Williams. Inside to Price, stolen away by Van Cleve. Out of Bolden, has it tipped from behind. We're going to have a whistle and a foul against the Irish. They'll put that on Jonathan Jordan, his first, team first. Colonels will have the inbound from the sideline. Barrier to throw it in.
Talked about the guard play. I've seen TK play point. I've seen Barrier play point. I've seen Kimball play point. She's going to be point guard by committee so they can find out somebody that can run this offense.
Still off the inbound. Price comes away with it to Williams. Down to Sanders. Left corner 3 on the way is too hard. Smith has the rebound for the Colonels. Bolden quickly down the floor, drives to the lane. We've got a whistle and a foul on the floor. I'll say on the floor. They're going to count the basket. No, I don't believe. Foul is put on Bryce Johnson. With his first team second.
TK Bolden can do some stuff with the basketball, and he's got great leaping ability. I've already seen him make 2 or 3 dunks this year. He's going to have a good night offensively and good year offensively for the Colonels to have success.
Inbound goes off the hands of Bolden, I believe. Out of bounds, it'll be St. Joe basketball. 6:02 to play first quarter. Irish with 2-0 lead. Williams swings it left side to Sanders. Back to Price at the free throw line. That's where the Irish have wanted to go all night long. We've got a whistle and a timeout. Van Cleve got a hand on it. Possession arrow will keep it with the Irish.
Great job by William Barrier there. He's the one that actually got in and tied him up. Van Cleve stopped him from coming in, and Barrier did a good job getting there on him.
They go back to Price. Now kick out to Sanders left side. 3 on the way. Off the right iron, no good. Smith controls the board for the Colonels. Down the floor to Kimball. Colonels looking for their first bucket of the night, trailing 2-0, 5:33 to go first quarter. Barrier gives it up in the right wing to Van Cleve, guarded there by Sanders. Van Cleve going to dribble around left side of the lane, kick out to Barrier, turn down a 3, bounce pass inside to Van Cleve, puts it on the floor, goes up, count it, and the foul. Colonels are on the board, and Van Cleve will be at the line to shoot 1.
Well, he did a good job. He got that ball, drove the baseline. The plays on the other end of the court, I thought he was going to be stepping out of bounds or be too far up underneath that basket, but he used that big body of his and powered his way and got a shot up and in. Colonel scored, tied 2-2.
Foul is put on Joquez Sanders, his first, team third. Van Cleve can get the Colonels the lead if he can convert the old-fashioned 3 here. Free throw is short. Kimball comes out of nowhere, gets the rebound, but steps on the baseline. It'll be St. Joe basketball. Nice hustle play there as momentum just took him out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't see how Randy Kimball got in there and got that ball, but he slashed across that lane and made a great attempt to get in the ball, stepped out of bounds, though.
2-2 with 5:10 to play first quarter. Williams, the bullet pass left side to Sanders. Somehow able to hang on to it. Sanders to Price, free throw line, jumper on the way, off the back iron, front iron, and rolls in.
The iron was definitely kind of there. It hit 4, maybe 5 times before it went down.
4-2 lead for the Irish, all 4 points coming from Chico Price. 4:45 to play first quarter. Bolden works around Jordan, pulls up left side, 12-footer off the mark. Rebound pulled down by the Irish.
Yeah, I might see the Colonels pass that ball around a little bit more. That wasn't a very smart shot by TK Bolden. getting his offensive sets. Let's pass the ball around and find some open shots underneath the basket.
Sanders gives it up out front to Williams. Now right side to Jordan. Trying to go inside to Price. And a whistle and a foul going to be charged to Ben Van Cleve, his first personal, team second. Irish will have the inbound from the baseline. It'll be Johnson to throw it in. Johnson throws it in, or I say in the backcourt, near the center line to Williams, now to Sanders' left wing. The Irish are spreading the floor around the perimeter, and they've got Price working around the free throw line. Jumper from Williams off the mark. Price has the rebound. His put back off the back iron, no good. Kimball goes high in the air, pulls it down for the Colonels. Kimball works down the floor. Works to the top of the key, picked up there by Johnson. Cut off, now to Smith, left elbow, back to Bolden. And Coach Hill wants the timeout to talk things over. 3:46 to play first quarter. St. Joe leading 4-2. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
Proud supporters of Colonel football, the Tackett family, owners of Heartland Catfish Company, farm 7,200 surface water acres of catfish and 15,000 acres of grain land. That makes us the largest single grower of farm-raised catfish in the U.S. Heartland is committed to supplying our customers with the highest quality farm-raised catfish products. Be sure and eat catfish raised in the Mississippi Delta by looking for the Heartland seal. Smooth, clean fillet cuts that meet the highest standards, just like Indianola Academy and Colonel football. Heartland Catfish, a proud sponsor of Colonel football.
Steve's Cleaners, your one-stop dry cleaners. We offer a variety of services from cleaning comforters to prom and wedding dresses. We are proud to have served Indianola for more than 43 years and have now added a location in Cleveland to better serve the Delta. Our friendly and professional staff are ready to serve your needs. We at Steve's Cleaners always cheer for the blue and white of the Indianola Academy Colonels. Go Big Blue! Steve's Cleaners with locations in Indianola and Cleveland.
Welcome back. Coming out of the timeout, Randy Kimball misfires on a jumper from the free throw line. St. Joe with the basketball and a 4-2 lead over the Colonels with 3:20 to play in the first quarter. Watson Cook, Sheldon Van Cleve with you from Indianola. Glad you're with us tonight on Super Talk for the Delta. Sanders drives right side of the lane and a charge. Nice job by Van Cleve getting in there, taking the contact. Will go against Joquez Sanders, his second personal, team fourth.
Well, you're always scared when a player steps in like that. Are they going to call the charge or are they going to call the defensive foul? And that way it went the Colonel's way. Is definitely was a charge. He came down the lane with authority, and Van Cleve stood his ground, took the charge, and was sprawled out on his back to wipe up the perspiration on the floor. Darius Hendricks will check into the game for St. Joe, a senior who wears number 5. And Sanders checks out. The Colonels will have the inbound. It'll be Bolden to trigger it in. 3:11 to play first quarter. Irish on top 4-2. Inbound comes to Kimball. Works down the floor, one-on-one with Price. Works into the right wing, now back out front. Nice pass inside to Van Cleve. Waits on the defender to clear and lays it up and in. A nice pump fake there to draw the defender up in the air. That's after he cleared. Just had a little easy lay-in. Game tied 4-4 now between Indianola and St. Joe. All 4 points from Van Cleve. Price to Williams out front. Three-pointer on the way. Good for DeAndre Williams. He's got his first bucket of the night. 3-point lead for the Irish, 7-4. Kimball dribbles top of the key. Now works around a screen by Van Cleve. Picks it up. Had an open look at the bucket, didn't take it, tries to pass inside to Smith. It's tipped out of bounds, last touch by the Irish. Smith with the inbound from underneath. Comes out front to Kimball. 2:10 to go first quarter. St. Joe 7, IA 4. Kimball cut off out front, leaves it there for Smith. Now to barrier right side. Up there by Williams. Smith in the left wing. Nice pass to Randy Kimball, flashing right side of the lane. He lays it up and in. Colonel cut it to 1. So good job by Stephon Smith catching the streaking Kimball right down the middle of the lane for the open layup.
Irish go to Hendricks, turnaround jumper, right elbow. Hits off the back iron, comes down, and they say it hit the wire above the backboard. It'll be Colonel basketball. It wire's barely moving. It hit that wire. Stephon had the rebound. Inbound comes to Bolden. 7-6, St. Joe with the lead. 1:30 to go, first quarter. Kimball out near the center circle, now drives left side. Guarded there by Price. The free throw line, one-handed floater, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hendricks.
Well, that's the fourth shot taken by Randy Kimball. It hasn't made a bucket yet.
Williams pulls up for three out front, can't get it to go. Draws the air, goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Colonels. Inbound to Kimball with 1:05 to go in the first period. Colonels, correct me if I'm wrong, Selden, looking for their first lead of the night. Bolden cut off to Van Cleve in the right wing. Nice pass inside to Smith. He's hacked as he goes up. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul going to be put on DeAndre Williams.
A lot of the St. Joe guys had collapsed out on TK. You know, he's going to draw a crowd when he has that basketball. He passed it off to Van Cleve, and he found wide open Stephon Smith streaking the lane, and they fouled him going up for the shots. Stephon goes to the line shooting two here. The first foul on Williams, fifth team foul. Smith's first free throw is off the front iron, no good. Sophomore will have another chance. Look at the tie the game at 7. And I believe you're right. The Colonels have not led in this ball game. And second attempt from Smith rattles in his first point of the night. We're tied at 7 with 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Williams to Jordan in the right wing. Back to Williams out front. Colonel still in a 2-3 zone. Back to Jordan. Tries a three right side. Nothing but the bottom of the net. That's a good-looking shot out of Jonathan Jordan. His first bucket. Irish back on top by 3, 10-7. If that three-point shot keeps happening, Coach Hill is going to be forced to get out of this zone. Kimball looking inside for Smith. Stolen away by Johnson. Now Williams looking down the floor. Stolen by Bolden. Look out. 2-on-1 with Kimball. Bolden goes up for the one-handed dunk. Off the back iron. No good. Smith with the rebound momentarily. Now it's loose on the floor. Jordan comes away with it to Johnson with 7 seconds left. Down the floor to Williams, and we've got to travel. Colonels will get it back. An opportunity here with 4.9 on the clock. Sloppy play there on both ends. Yeah, it's going back and forth. A lot of sloppy play. TK missed the open dunk.
Bolden with the three at the first quarter buzzer off the right iron, no good. And St. Joe will take a 3-point lead into the second quarter. The Irish on top 10-7. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back to listen to Colonel basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
Local decisions made by local people. That's what you will get at Community Bank. You've been thinking about switching banks? Now is the time. Community Bank will handle all of your bank switching paperwork for you. We'll assign you your own personal secretary who will handle your former bank account, get you your new checks, fill out your direct deposit forms, and anything else you need. Just remember, we do the switch. You just enjoy Community Bank, a bank like no other. Community Bank, a proud Colonel booster.
We all know that Indianola Electric works on electric motors, but did you know Indianola Electric works on irrigation well motors? Call Chris today to talk about any type of electrical work on your irrigation system. When you need work on your in-gun pivot motor, electrical motors, and generators, there's one place to call, Indianola Electric at 887-3292. Our fully trained professionals are ready to serve you, so call today. With over 34 years serving this area, we want you to be our next satisfied customer. Call Indianola Electric today, 887-3292, Highway 49 North in Indianola.
Watson Cook and Selden Van Cleve with you from Indianola as we get ready to start the second quarter. The St. Joe Irish on top of the Colonels 10-7. Colonels have not led in this one, and miscommunication on the inbound. Kimball looking for Bolden. It's a turnover that will go to St. Joe. Coach Hill not happy with the start to the second quarter.
Yeah, that's just get the ball right back to them. You know, you got to have an inbounds play. You got to get the ball in, and that just was sloppy play by the Colonels.
Starting five still on the floor for Indianola Academy. Jordan launches a three from the left wing. Can't get it to go. Bolden has the rebound. Got Bolden, Barrier, Smith, Van Cleve, and Kimball on the floor for IA. Dylan Johnson has checked in for St. Joe. He's a freshman who wears number 12. pass inside to Smith. Layup good for Stephon Smith. He's got 3 points. And the Colonels cut the Irish lead to 1, 10-9.
Great job by Stephon. I thought he lost the handle on the ball, but he got it right back. Cut the lead to 1. Now St. Joe up 10-9.
Williams picks up the dribble out front. It's Dylan Johnson left side, now to Jordan. Jordan lobs it to Hendricks, flashing through the lane. Layup won't go. Tip in, no good either. That was Bryce Johnson with the second attempt. Rebound secured by the Colonels. Jordan gets it back to go inside to Johnson, who puts it up and in. And the foul, 12-9. Irish lead it.
That's a bad pass that time by Stephon. He got the rebound and made a bad pass to the outlet man. St. Joe gets it back, gets the trash basket right underneath the basket. Stretch their lead out 12-9.
Foul is put on Stephon Smith, his first, team third. Bryce Johnson at the line to shoot 1. Johnson's free throw on the way in, good. 3 points for Bryce Johnson, 4-point lead for the Irish, 13-9, 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Barrier splits the double team. Now dribbles out front, guarded there by Williams. Swings it right side to Kimball, top of the key to Bolden. Looking inside, can't find anybody to Smith. 14-foot jumper, right side, no good. And the Irish had the rebound but lost it off the baseline. It'll go back to the Colonels. Joquez Sanders going to return to the game for the Irish. Bryce Johnson will check out. Smith looking for the inbound. Comes to Kimball in the right corner, out to Van Cleve. Not a barrier. Top of the key. Kimball looking for the pass to Bolden, the turnover. Jordan has the steal, racing down the floor, goes up for the layup and scores. The easy bucket there for Jonathan Jordan. He's got 5, and the Irish have a 6-point lead. Randy Kimball getting an earful.
Well, that's his third turnover. Watching, I don't understand why he's still in the ball game. He's obviously struggling tonight handling the basketball, but he's still in there, and he continues to turn the ball over.
Colonels had it tipped out of bounds on the other end. Smith with the inbound from the baseline. It comes to Van Cleve in the left corner. Cross-court pass, looking for a barrier. Nobody home. Another turnover for Indianola Academy.
Yeah, the turnover bug is biting us again here, just like I've seen it happen to us in a few games I've seen us play this year. Van Cleve thought barrier was going to streak across the lane, and he passed, and nobody was there, so turnover by the Cardinals.
6 minutes to go in the second quarter. 15-9. Irish with the lead. Jordan, no look pass inside to Sanders. Boy, that was a good-looking play there from St. Joe.
Good ball move by St. Joe. Open man streaking underneath the basket. They stretch the lead out to 17-9 here for St. Joe.
I think, Jordan even looked up here, gave a little wink to the IA radio crew as he let that one go. He was proud of that pass. 17-9, Irish lead at 5:37 to go second quarter. We've got a foul on the other end that will send Bolden to the line to shoot 2. Foul is put on Darius Hendricks, his first, team 6. Bolden yet to get on the board tonight. At the free throw line, first shot is up and good. First point of the night for the junior Bolden. Cuts the Irish lead to 7. 17-10, 5:37 to go in the first half. Second free throw on the way. This one off the left iron, no good. Smith has the long rebound for the Colonels. Out to Van Cleve, not a Bolden out front. The right wing to Kimball. Pulls up for 3. Good for Randy Kimball. Maybe that'll get the sophomore going.
I need to get him out of his slump. He gets a 3-point basket there. 17-13 your score now. Cardinals trailing.
5 points on the night for Kimball. And a steal now for Randy Kimball. They tried to go out front to Jordan. Kimball going the other way. Layup rolls off. Boy, it went all the way around the rim. Rolled off the left side, and Jordan is there for the rebound for the Irish.
It's a tough break there. Great play, great steal, and just didn't get the roll.
Jordan pass to Dylan Johnson. Left side, 3 on the way. No good. Sanders has the rebound. Puts it back up and in high off the glass. 4 points for Joquez Sanders. And a quick foul off the inbound going to be charged to DeAndre Williams. His second personal, team 7th. And that should sit. That's the 7th foul, guys. going to put Bolden at the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, the score table is having to alert him what's going on here. The official's still not sure what's going on. Now they're going to walk to the other end. Coach Hill has yet to make any kind of substitutions. That surprises me a little bit. David Mason, one of our biggest three-point threats, is yet to enter the ball game. Josh Hill has had considerable playing time this year. He's a good ball handler for the Cardinals. Just a 10th grader. 2 seniors on this Cardinal team, Watson, Van Cleve and Shade Smith. So got a lot of youth.
Trey Adams has checked in for St. Joe, a junior who wears number 1, as Randy Kimball at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Cardinals trail by 6. Kimball's first free throw is up and good. 6 points for the sophomore. Kimball makes it 19-14. 4:43 to go in the second quarter. Kimball's second free throw on the way. This one good as well. 7 points for Kimball. He leads the Colonels in scoring, cuts the deficit to 4, 19-15. Jonathan Jordan going to work the point now for the Irish.
He thinks it's a stop here, Watson.
Swings it left side to Adams. Cross-court pass to Johnson. Top of the key to Jordan. Back to Johnson in the right corner. They bounce it inside to Sanders. He spins, puts it up over a double team, and a foul going to be charged to Stephon Smith. That's the second personal on Smith, team 4th. Joquez Sanders at the line to shoot 2.
Fourth team foul for the Cardinals, 7 team fouls for St. Joe.
Sanders' free throw is off the back iron and rolls off. We'll have another chance. Sanders puts it up. This one rolls over the front iron and in. 5 points for Sanders. And we've got another quick foul off the inbound.
Well, that was kind of a sloppy throw in that time by the Cardinals. Watson, the Cardinals could alleviate a lot of these problems they have on these turnovers with a little bit more careful passing. Sloppy passes tonight so far have accounted for at least, well, that was almost a turnover, but before that, it was 3 or 4 times we've just made a little lazy pass. Defender cuts in front of it, and Bolden goes to the line for the Cardinals to try to cut the lead to 4, and he does so.
The front end of the 1-and-1, good for Bolden. 2 points from the night for the junior. Chico Price re-enters the game for the Irish. 20-16. St. Joe on top, 4:19 to go here in the second quarter.
Shade Smith checked in for the Cardinals. Did you get that?
Yes, thank you, Smith in. A senior, Stephon Smith, checks out. Bolden knocks them both down. He's got 3 points, and the Cardinals cut the Irish lead to 3, 20-17. Sanders in the right corner to Hendricks. Right elbow jumper. Rattles out, no good. Bolden with the rebound. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Barrier has it deep in the left wing. And out front to Van Cleve. Nice pass inside. The Kimball layup good for Randy Kimball. Credit Van Cleve with the assist. Colonels cut it to 1.
Randy Kimball got the lay-in that time. It was a great pass, streaking right down the lane. Colonels trail by 1 now.
Dylan Johnson to Price. Drives in the lane. Puts up a floater over Van Cleve. No good. Bolden has the rebound. Colonels with another opportunity to take their first lead of the night. Trail 20-19. Bolden gets around Johnson, drives baseline, and whistle and a foul on the floor. This will be charged to Dylan Johnson, his first, team 9th.
So Bolden should go to the line again with an opportunity to take the lead here.
Another 1-and-1 chance for Bolden. But first, we'll have a timeout. 3:31 to play, second quarter. Irish 20, Colonels 19. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back to Colonel basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
All of us at Guarantee Bank wish you and yours a warm, joyous Christmas. Throughout the year, it's our privilege to be of service. We also offer thanks for this continuing opportunity. We invite you to join us in sharing the Christmas spirit with children whose holiday isn't otherwise bright. Now through December 19th, Guarantee Bank is collecting toys for St. Jude Children's Hospital in Memphis. You can drop off your toy donation at any of our 16 branches statewide. Merry Christmas from Guarantee Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The best-kept secret in the Delta is Impact Wholesale Warehouse on Highway 82, Indianola, right next to Love's Travel Center. Having a party? Get all of your party supplies at Impact. Save money on your janitorial supplies by shopping our huge warehouse. And listen to this, ribs, chicken, catfish, and seafood are our specialties. Also canned goods, candy, and lots more. We serve many area schools and restaurants and would love to serve you. That's Impact Wholesale Warehouse next to Love's Travel Center. Call 887-7288.
Welcome back. TK Bolden at the line for what I thought was a 1-and-1 opportunity. He missed the first. They must have called a foul on the shot. St. Joe players asking the same question. Bolden gets another free throw, missed them both. I think the Colonels caught a break there with the extra free throw chance, but couldn't take advantage of it. Irish with the basketball.
Didn't capitalize there.
Trey Adams drives inside, lost the handle out of bounds. I say lost the handle. Tried the pass right side to Jonathan Jordan, threw it out of bounds. Colonels will get it back. 3:16 to play second quarter. We've got a good one here in Indianola. Irish 20, Colonels 19. As Randy Kimball will work down the floor with the ball for Indianola Academy. Picked up out front by Dylan Johnson. Works into the left wing. Now looks down low, finds Shade Smith on the low block. Cut off there by Sanders, tries to pass it out, and it's stolen by Johnson. Another drives down the floor, hangs for a floater in the lane, rolls off, no good. Shade Smith has the rebound, and he is clobbered. Darius Hendricks with the contact, and he'll help Smith up off the floor. That's just a second on Hendricks.
Another bad pass on the other end, watching we've talked about all night. Turnovers can be avoided. Got to make these smart passes as Shade Smith now will go to the line as he was hammered to the floor down here on this other end by Darius Hendricks. Colonels trail 20-19. Smith's first free throw is up and good. So we're not at all at 20. 2:50 to go till halftime.
First point of the night for Shade Smith. Bryce Johnson back in the game. He'll check in for Hendricks. Smith with a chance to get the Colonels their first lead and does so. 21-20. Colonels lead it for the first time at the 2:48 mark of the second quarter. If they can extend that here. Adams passes to Sanders, lost it to Barrier, loses it right back to the Irish, who go down low to Johnson, who lays it up and in. That's Bryce Johnson with the bucket. 5 points, and the Irish retake the lead 22-21, and now a foul as the Colonels work down the floor. Going to put that on Trey Adams, his first, team 11th.
So St. Joe started pressing. It's the last two inbounds. The Colonels had to face the press by St. Joe. They're not doing a great job of getting it up the floor. Barrier was reeling that time, and they fouled him going for the ball. So Barrier has a chance to tie this game back up or take the lead here.
Yeah, 2 shots coming for Barrier. The junior puts his first up and good. First point of the night for Barrier. Ties the game at 22. Barrier with the second free throw on the way. This one off the left side, no good. Rebound pulled down by Van Cleve, goes back up too hard, and Bryce Johnson has the rebound for the Irish. Jordan pulls up out front, 3 on the way, off the back iron, no good. Kimball had the rebound momentarily, lost it on the floor. St. Joe comes away with it to Sanders, back to Jordan, drives to the lane, dishes down to Sanders, lays it up, no good. Bolden has the rebound for the Colonels. Now Johnson and Van Cleve get tied up underneath the basket. Bolden to Smith, down low, layup good, and the Colonels back on top, 24-22. And the Colonels, I believe, won a timeout. Wow, what a sequence.
Well, it's got a lot of back and forth there. Not all of it was pretty, but Cardinals now have the 2-point lead. Looks like David Mason's checking into the ball game for the Cardinals. He'll come in and see his first action. Just under 2 minutes to go till halftime.
1:54 to play. Well, Shade Smith has come off the bench. He gave the Colonels their first lead of the night, 21-20. Now puts the Colonels back on top, 24-22. What a game we've got here in Indianola. Don't forget, coming up at the half, we're going to visit with Indianola Academy Athletic Director and head football coach Tommy Nestor. A chance to talk about the football state championship his Colonels picked up a couple of weeks ago down in Jackson, got the win over Adams County Christian. And as Selden mentioned a moment ago, a lot of success athletically for Indianola Academy here in recent years. We'll talk about all that as well, not only in football, but in other sports. St. Joe with the ball coming out of the timeout. Jonathan Jordan has it out front. Now to Trey Adams, fires a three. Can't get it to fall. A rebound tipped out of bounds. They say last touch. Or actually, they're going to call a foul on the Irish swing over the back. They'll charge that to Sanders. That's his third personal. Team 12th or 13th. We'll see.
And that could have gone either way. I thought they were just going to call it knocked out of bounds by number 3, but they called over the back on Ben Van Cleve, so Ben will go to the line with a chance here to extend the Colonel lead up 24-22. That was the 12th team foul on the Irish. Van Cleve at the charity stripe. Senior puts his first up and a little too hard off the back iron. Selden mentioned a moment ago, David Mason in the game. He was a junior averaging 7.5 points per game. Where's number 30? A couple of subs back in there for St. Joe, Chico Price and DeAndre Williams come into the game. I saw the Colonels play Canton Academy last week, and Mason knocked down 5 3-pointers in that ball game. Van Cleve missed them both at the line. Now a three from Williams off the mark. Price had the rebound, had it stripped, and out of bounds comes up here on the stage. It'll be Colonel basketball with 1:15 to play in the second quarter. 24-22, a 2-point lead for the Colonels. Kimball, Bolden, Van Cleve, Barrier, and Mason on the floor for the Colonels. Price, Jordan, Bryce Johnson, Dylan Johnson, and Williams on the floor for the Irish. Van Cleve backing down to the baseline, puts it up over a double team. Can't get it to fall. Irish come away with a rebound. Dylan Johnson dishes down low to Price. He puts it up, no, but he's fouled, and Price will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is put on Randy Kimball, his first, team 5th. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Chico Price at the line for the Irish. His first, kicks around a couple of times, rolls off, no good. The free throws are so important in these ball games. Neither team are shooting them well right now, I believe. I know St. Joe's not.
Price, his second attempt, rims in and out. Van Cleve with a rebound. Down to Barrier. Out of Van Cleve, top of the key. Drives in the lane, and he's going to be whistled for a charge. Boy, that one, I think, could have gone either way. It looked like the St. Joe defender was still shuffling his feet.
There wasn't a whole lot of contact at all.
Right.
I really didn't see a foul there, but cheap foul call there, so Van Cleve gets his second foul.
Team 6 on the Colonels. Under 40 seconds to play now in the first half. Colonels holding on to a 2-point lead, 24-22. Williams tries to bounce pass into Johnson, goes off the foot of Mason. They'll reset things. Irish will have the inbound from the baseline. Bryce Johnson to fire it in. Put out to little brother Dylan Johnson. And the younger Johnson going to hold it out front. Now swings it left side to Jordan. 17 seconds left to go in the first half. Irish appear to be holding it for one final shot. Down to 10. Jordan holding it out front, gazing up at the clock. Down to 5. Jordan now puts it in motion, pulls up for 3 out front, off the back iron, no good. Mason has the rebound. He'll launch the prayer from half court. It's off the mark. And the IA Colonels will go to the locker room up 2. They trailed for the majority of the game, Selden. Took their first lead with, I think, about 4 minutes and change to go in the second quarter. They have a 2-point lead at the break, 24-22.
Yeah, we were down, I think, by as much as maybe 6 or 7 at one point, but kept it close. Did what they need to do to stay in this ball game. You don't want to get behind too much. Cardinals just got to figure out themselves offensively. I want to see a little more structured offense sometimes. I know that may sound old school, but we've got some bodies down low we could be using. Stephon Smith is a force down low. Van Cleve, TK Bolden. I'd like to see us try to work that ball down low a little bit more. Use that size. Our outside shot just has not been there so far tonight. So nonetheless, Cardinals up 24-22. Halftime of the St. Joe Indianola game.
9 points for Randy Kimball. He leads the Colonels at the break. 4 points for Shade Smith off the bench. 4 points also for Ben Van Cleve. 3 points apiece for T.K. Bolden and Stephon Smith. 1 point for William Barrier. Again, a 2-point lead for IA at the break, 24-22 over St. Joe. We're going to take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll visit with Colonel Athletic Director and head football coach Tommy Nestor. Back in a minute. Colonel basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
Hi, folks. Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center. And go Colonels.
Van Cleve Insurance is the trusted choice independent agency that has been serving Indianola and Sunflower County for over 80 years. To stay around that long, we've had to care about a lot of people. If you're not already insured with us, we'd like for you to be a part of our winning team. Stop by or call so we can review your current home, auto, or commercial insurance plan. Chances are we can save you money, give you broader coverage, or better service. That's Van Cleve Insurance, located Highway 49 in Indianola since 1932.
Welcome back here at the half. We're joined by Colonel Athletic Director and head football coach Tommy Nestor. Coach, this is the first time we've had a chance to talk at least on the air since the state championship game. Congratulations. What a dominant season and a dominant performance for Indianola Academy. What's been the reception not only around school but just around the community after the state championship?
Yeah, well, thank you, Coach. We did play well that night, and the community's still excited. The school is still excited. They're still talking about it, and that's rightfully so. Something's been 40 years coming. We finally want, football's big here, and we were able to get the win, and everybody's pretty excited. The kids are excited, the student body's excited. Of course, our players and coaching staffs are very excited. So everything's going good for us.
Talk about what happened in that state championship game. I think the turning point, obviously, was the Shade Smith interception late. I believe it was late in the first quarter. It led to the first Colonel points of the night early in the second quarter.
Right, that was big. Shade's been big all year, having to cover the best team receiver more times than not. He's done an outstanding job. Oh, yeah, that was a turning point. But I think the real turning point was like their second possession when we got off like a 10-yard punt, and they got it like the 20 and didn't score, and I thought they said, wow, we're going to have trouble with this defense, and they did all night long. And I think our defense, with a sudden change like that, stepping up, keeping them out of the end zone was big.
And then the run game that the Colonels were known for all season long, the ground and pound with Sherman Tim, Sebastian Harris, that took over and really beat up the Adams defense.
Absolutely. And, it's Sherman Tim, Sebastian Harris, but you got to add them 6 up front with the tight end, the 5 linemen doing an outstanding job. But you get Sherman as a big back, but then you get Sebastian also. He's a small back, but boy, does he run big. And what 2 good football players them guys were as far as this year, but they had an outstanding unit up front, blocking for them and creating holes.
And it didn't stop in the state championship for Indianola Academy. You had 3 guys to represent your team in the All-Star game. Also, your defensive coordinator, Cleve Putnam, was an assistant coach in that game. Talk about that experience.
Absolutely. First of all, our 3 players, all 3 deserved it. All 3 played well. Ben had a good game defensively. Sherman had some good carries offensively. Ben played some offense, and Sherman played some defense. And then, they got the loss. Mitchell Pitts' team won. What an outstanding game Mitchell had. I don't know how many tackles he had, but it was close to double figures, and that didn't surprise us because he's done it always, every year for his 3 years here at Indianola Academy. Man, he set the corner, and he's just a great defensive football player, and we're very proud of everything he had. And, now they allow assistant coaches to coach in the All-Star game, and we had one very deserving, and Cleek Putnam, and what a great job he does for the Colonels, and what a great job he did Friday night for Mitchell Pitts and the white team, and they come out victorious.
Again, congratulations. First football state championship in 40 years for Indianola Academy. And it's not just the football team. There's been a lot of success athletically on this campus in the past few years, including this Colonel basketball team we're watching right now, defending state AAA champions. The IA baseball team made a deep run into the playoffs last year.
They went to semifinals.
Yeah,
top four.
Not just the boys' programs, the girls' soccer team always in contention for a state championship. What's the catalyst to all the success here at Indianola Academy here recently?
Well, of course you got to have talent, but we've got talented young men coming through the program who aren't afraid to compete and to play everything, and not scared to come into the weight room and work and do the things it takes to be successful. You got to have talent. These young men have talent, but they're willing to work and put in the time to be great, and it's worked out for them so far. And just the coaching staffs that we have here, basketball or baseball or soccer, whatever it may be going. Our coaches are going to be our players are going to be well coached, and they're going to respect their coaches, and they're going to give their all for their teams that they're playing for.
Coach, we appreciate you taking the time to come up here and talk with us at the half. Tommy Nestor, head football coach, athletic director at Indianola Academy, leader of not only state championship programs, but first-class programs as well. You do it right here at Indianola Academy. I know everybody appreciates that.
Well, thank you, Coach Cook, and also we don't ever mention it, but we also have the number one announcer, and what a great job you do for the Colonels, and we appreciate the effort and the time you put in to making our broadcast successful. Thank you, Coach.
I appreciate that. Thanks again for your time. This Colonel head football coach and athletic director Tommy Nestor, as we get ready to start the third quarter. The IA Colonels leading the St. Joe Fighting Irish 24-22. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back for the start of the third. You're listening to Colonel Basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
The year was 1953. The average wage was $4,000 a year. Gas was 20 cents a gallon, and Dwight D. Eisenhower became president. In that same year, in the land of cotton, the Mississippi Delta, Abrahams was born. Michael and Helen Abraham carry on the proud tradition of offering the finest collection of men and women's clothing for Indianola and all of the Delta. Jeans from Big Star and Silver, mountain khaki shorts and pants, and Polo and Cotton Brothers for men. For the ladies, shoes by OTBT, Barefoot Dream sweaters, and Carly dresses and tunics. And don't forget Patagonia and True Grit in ladies and men. Proud Colonel Boosters, Abrahams, downtown Indianola.
Some call it low smoke ahead. Some can't even pronounce it, but everyone agrees that low smoke ahead has delicious, authentic Mexican food that makes your mouth water. Satisfied customers from all over the Mississippi Delta dine with Juan and his staff every chance they get, and you will too. Low smoke ahead also has a party room that you can reserve for birthday parties, anniversaries, and just a good time. You won't feel crowded, and the atmosphere is that perfect setting for authentic Mexican food. That's Low Smoke Ahead's Mexican Restaurant, Highway 82 in Indianola.
Welcome back. Third quarter underway. St. Joe with the basketball. Runner in the lane for DeAndre Williams won't go, and the Colonels come away with a rebound. Indianola Academy leading 24-22, 7:26 to go in the third quarter. Watson Cook, Selden Van Cleve with you from Indianola. Thanks again to Colonel Athletic Director and Head Football Coach Tommy Nestor for visiting with us at the half. As Stephon Smith pulls down a rebound, can't get the putback to go, and the Irish come away with the basketball. The Irish have Adams, Jordan, Hendricks, Williams, and Bryce Johnson on the floor. The Colonels with Barrier, Kimball, Van Cleve, Stephon Smith, and T.K. Bolden. Starting five out there for Indianola Academy. 2-point lead for the Colonels. Irish with the basketball. Jordan pulls up for a long two left side. Can't get it to fall. Van Cleve with the rebound. Colonels go down the floor to Kimball. Dribbles into the left wing. Indianola Academy working left to right as you look at your radio here in the third quarter. Kimball works around the screen, trying to find Van Cleve. Hits him in the right wing. Picked up immediately by Hendricks. Out of Bolden out front. Pulls up long. Three on the way. Good for T.K. Bolden.
Well, they dribbled around a lot that time out front. Bolden just said, hey, I'm open. I'm going to take a shot at a three here, and he knocked it down. 27-22 lead for Indianola here early in the second period, second half.
6 points for Bolden. Shot off the mark for the Irish. Colonels come away with a rebound. Bolden down the floor, loses the handle, and Adams comes away with a loose ball. Adams drives to the lane, hangs for the up and under, count it, and the foul. First bucket of the night for Trey Adams cuts the Colonel lead to 3, 27-24. Foul was put on William Barrier, his first, team first here in the second half.
I didn't see a whole lot on that foul. They get Barrier for the quick, easy, cheap foul. They convert it to a three-point play, so the lead now back to 2 for the Colonels.
Adams shoots the free throw. He's got 3, 27-25. Colonels up by 2 with 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Kimball dribbling around the arc. It's to Van Cleve, left side, and travel with it. He was trying to cut inside. Took one step too many. It'll go back to the Irish. Adams works the point, dribbles into the left wing, picked up there by Kimball. Now to Jordan, top of the key, drives right side of the lane. Dishes to Hendricks, goes down low, puts it up and in, and we've got a tie game, 27-27.
That was a good move by Darius Hendricks. He did a pump fake and just drove right down underneath the lane and made the basket to tie this thing up. Colonels need to get something going offensively here. They've had some empty sets here the last 2 or 3 trips down.
Bolden finds Barrier out front. Now to Kimball in the right wing. Nice give and go to Stephon Smith, and a whistle and a foul going to be charged, I believe, to Hendricks. Hendricks would like an explanation. It's his third personal, first on the Irish here in the second half. 27-27 with 4:53 to play in the third. Inbound from Smith to Van Cleve. Spins on the low block, puts it up off the glass, rolls off, no good. Adams comes away with a rebound. Gets around Kimball, dribbles into the front court, now settles right wing. Pass to Hendricks in the corner, long 2 on the way, off the mark. Bolden has the rebound. Bolden drives length of the floor, goes up for a wild one-handed shot. He was wanting a whistle. There was no foul. Instead, the Irish come away with it. Jordan going down the floor, tried the no-look pass again. This time, nobody home. It'll come back to the Colonels. Chico Price going to check back into the game for the Irish. Hendricks will take a seat.
Just a little sloppy play here, watching them on both sides. A lot of up and back and forth, and see the Colonels just settle it down here offensively. Get a play going.
Tied at 27 with 4:15 to go in the third. Kimball dribbling around out front. Now to Van Cleve, left side. Back out front to Bolden, nearly stolen away. Bolden drives the lane, lost the handle out of bounds. He was going in for the dunk.
Well, he had a great opening there, just lost the handle on it. He split 2 defenders, went straight down the middle of the lane, and could not complete the play. Game still tied 27-all.
So Quest Sanders back in for the Irish. Price will check out. St. Joe basketball. Adams swings it in the right wing to Jordan. Back out front to Adams. Left side to Williams. Thought about a 3, turned it down. Now to Sanders at the elbow. Drives in, lost it. Van Cleve, I believe, got a hand on it. Smith comes up with the loose ball. Van Cleve drives length to the floor. Layup over Sanders. Good for Van Cleve. He's got 6, and the Colonels have a 2-point lead.
He just saw an opening. Watching half court on, he dribbled all the way down. Actually used his left hand on the shot.
I don't think Sanders thought he was going to dribble it all the way in. That's Jordan. 2-point jumper rattles in and out on the other end, and the rebounder's lost on the baseline. Last touch by Sanders. It'll be Colonel basketball. 3:25 to play in the third, a 2-point lead for IA. And they give it right back. That's the second time tonight off an inbound that the pass has been thrown to nobody.
Yeah, that's just, again, sloppy play. They say St. Joe tipped it out, so.
Oh, wow. Colonels catch a break. Now on the inbound, a steal by St. Joe. Adams dribbles just inside the arc, left side. His jumper won't fall. Kimball has the rebound. Outlet pass to Barrier running down the floor. 1-on-3, hangs for a layup, rolls off, no good. Van Cleve got a tip of it. It goes in the hands of Williams, and the Irish with the basketball. A chance to tie or take the lead. Colonels up 29-27. Just under 3 minutes to play in the third. Jordan with a pass inside to Sanders, blocked out of there by Smith. Jordan with the loose ball, goes up hard. There's contact Let's see who they put the foul on. I believe it's going to go on Stefan.
Well, Bolden and Smith both went up after him. I believe Stefan's going to get the foul. It's his third foul.
Second team foul on the Colonels. Jonathan Jordan at the line to shoot 2. Jordan puts his first up and good. He's got 6 points to lead the Irish. Second free throw on the way. Didn't waste any time. He got them both. 7 points for Jonathan Jordan. We're tied at 29. 2:53 to play in the third. Inbound comes to Smith. A turnover. Adams with the steal. Layup. Rolls off. No good. Jordan is there for the putback, and the Irish have a 2-point lead.
They're pressing us now, and they see a weakness in us, and that's the third turnover in a row.
Boy, Barrier had Van Cleve open. I thought waited too long. Van Cleve did convert the layup. We're tied at 31. 8 points for Van Cleve. 2:25 to play in the third.
Carl's still in that zone.
Adams to Jordan, left side, looking for the bounce pass. The baseline goes off the foot of Bolden. The Irish will have the inbound from the baseline. Shade Smith going to check back into the game for the Colonels. Stefan Smith will come out.
That's a good substitution. Stefan's frustrated right now. He's made 3 bad passes in a row that cost the Colonels 3 turnovers. So Coach Hill wants to get him down, calm him down a little bit.
Williams gets around Barrier. One-handed floater in the lane. Good for DeAndre Williams. He's got 5 points. Irish back on top by 2, 33-31. 2 minutes to play in the third. Another steal off the inbound. They get it to Sanders. Drives in the lane. And a foul called on TK Bolden. That'll send Sanders to the line to shoot 2. That is his second personal on Bolden. Third team foul.
Well, Coach Hill wants to call a timeout here and try to settle us down. We've not looked good getting the ball in bounds here as they started pressing us each time down the court.
St. Joe on top by 2, 33-31. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with Colonel Basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
I'm Greg Beals from Beals Body Shop in Rubel, Mississippi, and I want to fix your car. We've been in business for 40 years in the same location. We're a family-owned business and currently have 3 generations still working under the same roof. If you're ever in an accident, we can tow your vehicle, help you with your insurance claim, get you in a rental car, repair your vehicle, and deliver it back to you in usually under a week. We're located at 501 South Oak Street, Highway 49, Louisville, Mississippi. Give us a call today, 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
Pecans are only the beginning of what you'll find at Indianola Pecan House. Stop in for gift items from your favorite universities, great silver and gold jewelry from designers like Ronaldo, gourmet food items, cupcakes, caramel and pound cake, pecan pies, all made fresh daily. And they also create custom gift baskets for any occasion. Come in and sample their most recent flavors of pecans, crunchy praline popcorn, and crunchy praline. Serving pecans around the world for over 30 years from 1013 Highway 82 East. Indianola Pecan House, home of the original praline pecan.
Welcome back, coming out of the timeout. Joquez Sanders at the line for the Irish. His first attempt rattles in and out. St. Joe leading Indianola Academy 33-31 with 1:58 to play in the third quarter. Sanders hits his second attempt. He's got 6 points, a 3-point lead now for the Irish. As the inbound comes to Randy Kimball. Picked up out front by Adams. Now to Van Cleve. Nice give and go. Back to Kimball. Lay it up in the lane. Good for Randy Kimball. He's got 11. And a turnover will give it back to the Colonels. What was the call there, Phil?
Well, he went up. He stepped out before he released the ball. The inbounder did not hit the ball out of his hand before he stepped onto the court of play. So turnover goes to the Colonels, trailing by 1 here.
Inbound comes to Barrier, deep in the left corner. Passes out front to Van Cleve. Colonels with a chance to retake a lead. To Bolden in the left wing. Van Cleve sets the screen. Bolden steps out, fires a 3. Goes off the iron and over the top of the backboard. It'll go back to St. Joe with 1:28 to play in the third. 34-33 Irish with a 1-point lead.
I just got a feel watching this game's going to come down to the wire. It's been back and forth all night long.
Jordan pulls up for 3 out front. Rolls off the front iron, no good. Williams with the rebound. His putback won't go. And the Irish lose the rebound out of bounds. It'll belong to the Colonels.
And Joe staying in the full court press.
Bolden looking for somebody. Doesn't see Van Cleve. He's down here all by himself. Turnover as Jordan comes away with the steal. His jumper won't go, but Sanders is there for the putback. He's got 8. The Irish lead back to 3, 36-33. Van Cleve down low, tries to put it up over Johnson. And a foul will be called on Bryce Johnson. That'll send Van Cleve to the line to shoot 2. Colonel's down 36-33 with 58 seconds to play in the third. The second on Johnson, team second.
These free throws are going to be critical here down the stretch. Need to convert on these.
Van Cleve's first is on the way and gets the roll over the front iron. He's got 9 points. 1 if he can make them both. Second free throw on the way from the senior. It's good. 10 points for Van Cleve. He becomes the second Colonel in double figures. 36-35. St. Joe on top. 50 seconds to play in the third quarter. Jordan swings it to Adams in the left wing. Back to Jordan out front. Colonel still in a 2-3 zone with Barrier and Kimball out front. Bolden, Van Cleve, and Smith down low. Jordan pulls up for a jumper, left elbow, good. 11 points for Jonathan Jordan. Irish back up by 3, 28 seconds to play in the third. Now as Barrier tries to work around Williams, he's going to be whistled for. That's the third personal on DeAndre Williams, third team foul.
It took us a while to get that ball in bounds. I was fearful of a 5-second call, but he got it into Barrier, and Barrier did a good job drawing the foul. 3 team fouls apiece.
A near turnover, actually a turnover on the inbound. It goes to Jordan. He drives in for the layup. 13 points. He leads all scores. St. Joe on top by 5, and now a pass from Kimball that goes 6 rows deep into the bleachers. I'm not sure what the Colonels were trying to do there.
Just, again, sloppy play. At least approaching double digits on just balls thrown away tonight on turnovers for the Colonels. And St. Joe's not going to get out of this press. They see us having trouble getting this ball in bounds and getting it down the floor. They'll stay in it the rest of the game.
Jordan for 3, left side, off the right iron, no good. Bolden has the rebound. Colonels have a chance to cut into the lead. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. And a foul away from the basketball called on Ben Van Cleve. They say he pushed off a defender, I suppose. I'm not sure there, Sheldon.
He was setting the pick, all was, but he was. Now the officials are asking the fan to leave the game. He didn't like what he saw, and timeout on the floor. Now they'll get back into play.
Wow, so Colonel fan is going to be asked to head to the lobby. Inbound comes to St. Joe with 4 seconds to play. Tip by Kimball. Drives down the floor, goes up for a layup, scores at the buzzer, and the Colonels cut it to 3, and that brings the home crowd, well, some of them, to their basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent Andy Daniels in Indianola help you simplify and get to a better state, because with Andy Daniels handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that can add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Andy Daniels in Indianola today and get to a better state with State Farm. Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. We are Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola, Mississippi. Call 887-2160.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to get underway here in Indianola. St. Joe on top of the Colonels 40-37. It will be IA basketball to start the fourth quarter. Stephon Smith, William Barrier, T.K. Bolden, Randy Kimball, and Ben Van Cleve on the floor for IA. Trey Adams, Jonathan Jordan, Bryce Johnson, Joquez Sanders, and DeAndre Williams for the Irish. As Van Cleve can't get a runner to go down low, Irish come away with a rebound. Was setting up for a grand finish here. Jordan with a reverse layup on the other end won't go. We've got a foul on the rebound. And they're going to get Stephon Smith.
Well, these officials now, they're calling this thing Hello, I'm sorry. That's on the Irish. Yeah, Irish number 20 or 33 or 20. Look, it's 23.
I thought so too. On the board, they put it on Jonathan Jordan, his third. Now Bolden down the floor, hangs for a layup basket, and the Colonels cut it to one.
A nice shot by TK, just running the floor, taking care of business himself. Didn't pass it off, wasn't going to risk it. Made the easy layup.
40-39, Irish with the lead. Bryce Johnson puts it up over Van Cleve. It won't go. Van Cleve with the rebound down the floor to Kimball. Kimball going to pull up three, left side. Good for Randy Kimball, and the Colonels retake the lead, 42-40 with 7:10 to play.
Nice three-point basket by Randy Kimball. He felt it. He had the wide-open shot, took it, and knocked it down.
Adams out front looking for the answer with a triple. Rims in and out, no good. Bolden with the rebound. Under 7 minutes to play and a turnover. Bolden threw away. Adams with the steal. Drives into the lane, kick out to Jordan. 10-foot jumper left baseline, good for Jonathan Jordan. He's got 15. We're tied at 42. 6:40 to play. Barrier drives down the floor, hangs for a layup, rolls off, no good. A little too hard there for the junior. And Sanders comes away with a rebound.
Well, good idea. Just a little too much momentum behind Barrier's shot that time. He's wide open. 42 all. Colonels settle down here and play some defense.
Sanders drives the baseline, looking for the up and under. Instead, he's whistled for the travel. It'll go back to IA. 6:15 to play. We're tied at 42. Colonel basketball. Barrier with the inbound to Kimball. Works across the center line. Directing traffic now out front. Colonel spread the floor. Kimball dribbling out front, working one-on-one with Jordan. Now double team. Tries to pass to Van Cleve. Is stolen away. Down the floor to Adams to Jordan. Layup basket good for the Irish. Jonathan Jordan has 17 points, and St. Joe back on top by 2, 44-42 with 5:40 to play.
Again, not very good passing there by the Colonels. It's plagued us all night long.
Barrier out front to Van Cleve at the free throw line. Turns. Pump fake. Now gives it up to Smith. Right elbow. Top of the key to Bolden. Colonels looking to set something up here. Bolden dribbles into the right wing. Guarded there by Jordan. Now to Barrier. Top of the key. Left side Kimball. Into Van Cleve. Pull up 14-foot jumper off the right iron. No good. Johnson has the rebound for the Irish.
Colonels need to stop defensively here.
Under 5 minutes to play. 44-42. Irish on top by 2. Jordan drives inside for an uncontested layup.
Just lazy defense there. Colonels still in that zone. They're not moving their feet. They don't have their hands up.
Randy Kimball for 3. Left side off the mark. And Adams has the rebound for the Irish. Going the other way. Drives length of the floor. Hangs for a layup. No. Johnson's put back. No good. Adams comes away with a rebound. Turnaround jumper in the lane. Won't fall. Kimball comes out of there with it for the Colonels. Down the floor to Kimball. Colonels down 4. Bolden stripped as he goes up. Goes out of bounds. They say Irish basketball.
He was fouled there, Watson. DK was fouled in the arm, knocked the ball away. The official just totally missed that call. Right here underneath the basket in front of us.
46-42. St. Joe on top by 4 with 4:15 to play. Sanders to Williams. Right side 3 on the way. No good. Van Cleve has the rebound. Coach Hill saying, let's go, a little tempo. Bolden to Van Cleve down low, puts it on the floor. Now it goes up off the glass and scores. Colonels cut it to 2. 12 points on the night for Van Cleve. 3:50 to go, 46-44. Irish hanging on to a 2-point lead. And St. Joe wants the timeout. We'll take one as well. Stay with us. Going to have a good finish. 3:46 to play. Irish on top by 2. We'll be back in a minute with Colonel basketball on Super Talk for the Delta.
Van Cleve Insurance has always been a proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. We would like to wish all local teams the best of luck and hope for lots of wins, great sportsmanship, and an injury-free season for all athletes. Here's to another AAA state championship run. That's Van Cleve Insurance, your trusted choice independent agent located on Highway 49 and serving Indianola and Sunflower County since 1932. Go Colonels!
Hi, folks. Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center. And go Colonels.
Welcome back. Coming out of the timeout, it's Irish basketball. St. Joe leading Indianola Academy 46-44 with 3:35 to play. Watson, Cook, and Selden Van Cleve with you. It's been a good one from the opening tip. Several lead changes. Biggest lead for the Irish, I believe, has been 7. The Colonels have led by as much as 4. And now a steal for Indianola Academy. Bolden comes away with it, drives in, tries to dunk, lost the handle, and Kimball saves it for the Colonels. Boy, you just got to concede and take the layup there for T.K. Bolden.
Yeah, that's 2 dunks he's missed tonight.
Kimball going to pull up for 3. Left side, rolls off, no good. Comes in, gets his own rebound. 3 minutes to play. Colonels keep possession. Down 2, 46-44. Kimball dribbling around the top of the arc, guarded there by Williams. Coach Hill calls out what he wants. Barrier to Bolden, right baseline, down low to Kimball. Lost it momentarily. Back to Bolden. Out of Van Cleve at the free throw line. Back to Kimball. And try a 3 right side off the back iron, no good. Rebound tipped up, controlled by Dylan Johnson, who's back in there for the Irish. Down the floor, Toquez Sanders layup basket for the Irish. 10 points for Sanders. 4-point lead for St. Joe, 48-44. 2:15 to play. Stephon Smith looking for the pass inside, is stolen away by Johnson. Down the floor to Williams, layup blocked off of there by Smith, and he's going to be whistled for the technical. Well, they'll count the bucket.
I don't understand technical foul there. What did he do?
I think what he meant was goaltending. I don't see how that could have been the call.
I don't think Stephon can get up that high.
No. And
I'm not sure what the call is.
Something was said, I'm not sure of the technical either, but that was the indication given to the scorer's table. The foul was put on Smith, his 4th personal.
I don't know. I see TK over here trying to console Randy Kimball. Randy said something, and he's trying to calm him down.
And the indication was to count the bucket. Well, and now the official's going to talk things over. Hopefully they'll get it right.
He's counting the bucket, but I don't think that you can call the goaltending there. Stephon can't get up and get above the rim to interfere with the ball when it's in the cylinder, so that's not goaltending.
That's what
he deflected it on the way up before it hit the glass or even after it hit the glass.
That's what Coach Allen Hill is pleading his case. He said that can't be goaltending. They will count the bucket. So 7 points for Williams, a 6-point lead now for the Irish. It'll be Colonel basketball. And Coach Hill got to be careful. His team down 6 with 2 minutes to play. With the ball, 2 minutes to play. And now Bolden stripped from behind, ball loose on the floor. Irish come away with it down the floor to Johnson, to Hendricks, back to Jordan, and rolls off, no good. Colonels come away with a rebound, caught a break there. Bolden with the ball. Colonels need a bucket. 1:43 to go. Colonels down 50-44. Stephon Smith has it now at the free throw line, looking for help. Gets to Barrier out front to Kimball in the left wing. Now Bolden backs down on Jordan, goes up, one-handed touch, won't go. Van Cleve with the rebound, kick out to Barrier, 1:20 to play.
So the Colonels need to get some shots off here. We're running out of time. Down 6.
Kimball looking for help. Gets it to Van Cleve out front, guarded there by Hendricks. Van Cleve drives down the floor and goes up, count it, and the foul. And there is a Colonel down on the floor. That is T.K. Bolden. He's been down actually for quite a few seconds. They're going to count the bucket from Van Cleve. He'll go to the line to shoot one that cuts the Irish lead to 4, 50-46, with 1:08 to play. 14 points for Van Cleve. They have not put on the scoreboard yet who the foul was on.
I'm not sure what exactly is hurting on TK. He's lay on the floor. No ankle or knee is being looked at.
No, maybe got the breath knocked out of him. I'm not sure. Coach Hill going to help him up. He will have to check out for a moment. Shade Smith will come into the game. Van Cleve will be at the line to shoot one. The foul put on Darius Hendricks, his fourth personal, team fifth. And Van Cleve with a chance to make it a one-possession game. One free throw coming up for the senior. Van Cleve puts it up, and he has 15 points for Van Cleve. He's the Colonels' leading scorer, 50-47 with 1:08 to play. Colonels want a timeout. Let's keep it here. You cut it to three. You've got perhaps your most athletic player now on the bench in pain, TK Bolden. Not sure if he's going to be able to return or not.
I'm not sure what's injured on him. I'm guessing he got the wind knocked out of him, maybe a shot to the head. I don't know. They never looked at any part of his body when he was on the floor, and they've yet to really look at anything when he's on the bench.
And he's going to head back to the scores table. He's going to check back in. That's a good sight, personally, for Bolden, and a good sight for Colonel fans.
Yeah, we're down three. Now we'll be on defense. We haven't really tried to press much this year. Don't have the athleticism to press like we did last year, unfortunately. So, the Colonel team is trying to learn as they go along. Coach Hill's trying to figure out the different roles as we go along. Again, I bet you they probably haven't practiced 5 times together as a team. You went straight out of football, straight into basketball. Thanksgiving break, kids out for All-Star. It's just been kind of a helter-skelter, but should be all basketball from here on out. The Colonels aren't going to go in a full-court press.
Colonels down 3. It's Irish basketball, 1:08 to play. The inbound comes to Williams. Colonels with the pressure, as Selden mentioned. Dylan Johnson with the basketball. Gets it down the floor to Jordan. Drives baseline. Dumps it off for Hendricks. Goes up. Misses the layup. Smith has the rebound for the Colonels. Down the floor to Barrier. 50 seconds to play. Barrier has it stripped by Hendricks. They're going to call a tie-up. Colonel fans wanted a foul. Possession arrow will give it to the Irish.
Yeah, just unfortunate there. Barrier let that ball stand still for just a second, and Darius Hendricks, a big, aggressive young man for St. Joe, got in there, tied that ball up. St. Joe has it now.
The inbound pass will come into the backcourt to Dylan Johnson, and he's going to be fouled by Barrier. That'll stop the clock with 48 seconds left. Only the 6th team foul on the Colonels, so St. Joe will have the inbound again. They'll throw it in just in front of the scorer's table at midcourt.
Still have one more foul to give. We get into the bonus. Now they get into the bonus next time, won't they?
Williams drives in for the Irish, and a foul called on Kimball out front. That will put the Irish at the line for 1-1. The second personal on Randy Kimball, team 7th. DeAndre Williams at the line for the Irish. Some big free throws coming up here. St. Joe leads by 3, 50-47 with 43 seconds to play.
So big free throws here. If he makes these, it'll be very difficult for the Colonels.
And Williams knocks down his first. He's got 8 points, a 4-point lead now for the Irish, 51-47. Second free throw coming up from Williams. The left-hander puts it up and in. 9 points for Williams, 5-point lead for the Irish, 52-47. Colonels with the inbound. Barrier going to be the ball handler. Colonels need a bucket. They get it to Kimball in the right wing out of Van Cleve, and a foul as they get Hendricks reaching in from behind.
That's going to be 5 on Hendricks, I believe. He's going to foul out of the game.
Yeah, you're right. That's his 5th personal, only the 6th team foul, so no shots coming here for the Colonels. Bryce Johnson will come back into the game. As Hendricks will foul out with 2 points on the night. Colonels will have the inbound just in front of the IA bench. 33 seconds to play, down 5. Inbound comes to Van Cleve out front. Van Cleve looking for dribbling room. Doesn't find any. Gets it to Kimball. Now to Bolden. Right side, 3 on the way. Short. Kimball has the rebound. Dribbles into the right corner. Out front to Barrier. Another 3 on the way. This one off the mark. Van Cleve with the rebound stripped as he goes back up. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Stops the clock with 17 seconds to play. Foul is charged to Joquez Sanders, his 4th, team 7th. And Van Cleve back at the free throw line. He'll have 2 shots coming, but the Colonels need more than that. They're down 5 with only 17 seconds.
Down 5 with 17 seconds to go. And you got to get both of these and steal the inbounds, make a 3.
Van Cleve's first is on the way and good. 16 points for the senior Van Cleve. 52-48. Second shot on the way from Van Cleve. Rolls off the iron, no good, and a foul going over the back. Going to call that on T.K. Bolden. And the Colonels in trouble now. 3rd personal on Bolden, 8th team foul. The Irish will go to the other end of the floor. Jonathan Jordan will have a 1-and-1. 15 seconds to play. Colonels down 4, 52-48. Jordan's first free throw is short. Kimball tries to run it down. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. It'll be Colonel basketball with 13 seconds left. 4-point deficit, 52-48. Inbound comes to Bolden. Steps in the corner. Fires a 3 off the backboard. No good. Johnson with the rebound down the floor to Williams. And he'll be fouled. Colonels will stop the clock. 1.6 seconds left. That foul will go against Stephon Smith. That's his 5th. He will foul out. 52-48. St. Joe with the lead. And DeAndre Williams going to the line for 1-and-1. Shade Smith will have to come in here for the free throws as Stephon Smith fouls out again with 3 points on the night. It's going to turn into a tough loss for the Colonels, Selden, but I believe a lot to be learned from this game as Williams misses the front end. Shade Smith with the rebound. Colonels will not get off a shot. And your final score, 52-48. St. Joe wins it by 4 on the road over the IA.